Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, G.N.A.P.
And your boy, Gray.
And we are back for another week of the bullshits. We got RJ returning last week. His mic wasn't on all the way. We had to give him a redo. RJ, what you been up to lately, bro?
Chilling.
How's the intern life?
Slaving. You already know.
Hustling.
Trying to get some money.
What about you guys? What you guys been up to this past week?
For me, one thing I decided to go bank hopping.
Bank hopping?
Yeah. Just
Explain.
Going to different banks, trying to figure out what can I do, or what would they lend me money on, and because I want to buy like I want to get like what do you call that, an assisted living home. Mm-hmm. So I know somebody who have one for sale. They own multiple, and they wanted to sell a few. So like looking for financing, what they would do, and for the other house that I have in Davenport, I don't want to sell it. But if I have to, I will. But I'm trying to find a way, okay, if I could use it as like a
leverage,
as a collateral loan, and come to find out, there are some banks that were willing to do that. So still working through it, still working through the process.
So I'm taking Bank United gave you a hat.
Well, I took a hat. Yeah. I took a hat. That's one thing I like doing.
That's the least I could do, right? Give me a hat.
Yeah, that's one thing I like doing. Like even when I go to conventions, I got to get like a shirt, a hat. I love getting gears. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that.
If there's security, I got to take it. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm leaving with something.
Yeah, you got to leave with something. You got to give me something. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's been it for me. Yeah.
What about you, Nate? What you been up to?
Still finalizing the move and everything else. Actually, I linked up with Gray this past week. One of these days, this past week was getting I was purchasing, what was it, a tub, a freestanding tub. He had to give me a hand with that. Go grab that. So just basically finalizing that, and then finishing up on the master bath and getting ready for this move-in. So look like we're gonna be moving this week. And some stuff were delayed because we ran into some issues. Like one of the vanities we ordered is too little, so we have to ship that back. Got another one coming in. And it's just hell, man. Just ripping and running doing that. But we're gonna be moving in, and luckily we have access to two other full bathrooms in there. So that's it. Just getting ready for the move of the house. And the kids are winding down from school, so getting ready for that. That's it, man. Powering up, getting ready for summer, and trying to get in position as these markets are bleeding heavy, man. Try to not be too cash strapped, though, so I could buy up something, be it real estate or property. I mean, real estate or stocks, so shit like that. How about you?
This past week, I've been going back and forth to the hospital because the jit was in the NICU, but finally they let him come home, so he came home last night. We expected it to be a hell of a night, but just slept through the whole night. So we was ecstatic about that.
Decided to give y'all a little break. He said, I'm gonna let y'all get off easy the first few days.
Yeah. So, but hasn't been too bad. So been getting a lot of sleep. Every time he sleep, I sleep. So so I've been getting a lot of sleep. So that's what I've been up to. Other than that.
So now that he's home, now you go on your paternity leave?
Nigga, I started that shit
even when he was
before he was born. Like, I think I started it the Tuesday when we first thought he was gonna come, and then I just extended it till I'll go back to work next week.
Okay.
So they weren't. They were kind of tripping, telling me I can't take parental leave, or the job doesn't have parental leave. I asked one of the people, they was like, we don't have parental leave. I was like, okay, well, goodbye. I'll see you guys on the 23rd. I'll see you guys on the 23rd.
Without the pay, I'm out of here. So
that's when I'm coming back. If y'all call it whatever y'all want. But I'll see y'all on the 23rd.
You let them sort it out. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not with this whole. One, I hate asking for people for time off. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. I'm not
beyond.
gonna
I'll
be
sort
here.
that out. Exactly.
I'll figure that out.
Yeah, it's a new era, man.
If y'all don't like it, I can go. So
These employers got to understand it's a new era. Yeah,
yeah, it's a different.
it's a new era.
Nigga is telling you he's coming back to work, and motherfuckers don't even want to go to work. And
I should be lucky, right?
I should be lucky I'm even telling you I'm coming back. Because I could easily be telling you, hey, I'm out of here.
Deuces.
I'm out of here. I know how it goes. And they're already short anyway, so they ain't going to, better not be tripping. So I'm supposed to go back on the 23rd. I'll see how I feel. I might have to extend on their ass. Like, yeah, I don't think the kid's ready for me to come back to work, even though I work upstairs. So,
You hear that? My son calling me.
yeah. But yeah, they gonna catch hell.
Wah. They gonna make it false sound. Wah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hang up on a few folks. Hey, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. You hear that sound? Wah. I'm out.
Baby calling.
But that's what I've been up to, man. It ain't much. But I'm happy to have him home finally because he spent about 11 days in the NICU trying to get his lungs recovered. So everything went good. Looks like he's chilling now, so we good to go. All right, y'all want to jump into the absurdities? What y'all want to start off with? Hip hop, politics.
How was your day, man?
He went first.
Oh yeah.
He went first. You know, nigga just been slaving.
Okay. All right. Hey, man. All right, slave on.
What y'all want to start off with? Hip hop, politics, pop culture.
Let me see what do we have for hip hop. We can go in order. I guess y'all don't go start off. I guess we'll start with hip hop. That's fine.
Start with hip hop.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What's going on with YSL? I heard they pinned them with 50 bodies.
Yeah, I heard like 25 to 50 bodies are
And they little rapper.
Damn.
are
50
in
bodies?
connections to them.
He was YSL.
Yeah, Lil Key with YSL.
Which one?
Lil Key.
The one that just died?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was myself. Yeah.
Well, Lil Key passes away from kidney failure.
Yes.
Yeah.
They finally said it. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
weren't
what they
really
said. They
saying
said kidney failure.
too much lean, man.
That's crazy. It was 24.
Yep. 24.
That's crazy, bro. Kidney failure at 24.
No, that's lean, bro. That gotta be the lean.
It could
Boys
be.
drink too much.
Or,
Drink way too much.
yeah, you
He
drink all
probably
that,
already
fuck
got
up your
the
kidney.
issue, and then he drinking lean. You done.
Not even time for dialysis, though.
Yeah, you never know what status your body's in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I mean, you know, you do your annual physical and everything else, you know. But
Nobody knows.
Well, you know-
How often people do annual
Ain't no
physicals? Come on.
health insurance in hip
Come
hop.
on. Exactly.
yeah, regular folks do the annual physical, but you out here. If you
Regular
out
folks don't even do annual physicals either. Yeah.
Here, if you out here sipping
Most people don't even have insurance like that. Yeah.
When's the last time you did an annual
Exactly.
physical?
a year ago, that's why you do it annually. You do it annually. You're supposed to do it annually.
Oh, man.
That's the most lying answer ever.
No, it's
Nigga say a year from today.
Not a year from today. I said a year ago, not a year from today precise. But we said a year ago. You get it done annually.
Who's your physician?
Dr. Marshall.
Okay.
He just made up the
Okay, I'm sure. Hey, Dr. Marshall, right on Lake Under.
All right. We had to have some follow-up questions to make sure you're not lying.
You're gonna call
Right
that.
here, Lake Under here. Dr. Marshall, see? Felix Marshall. Cuban dude.
Carl.
So they said it was due to lean kidney. It was kidney and liver failure. I guess.
I don't know if it was lean. I
That
guess.
sound like lean to me. I'm just saying. Niggas,
It could
them
be.
boys
Remember
drink
that one dude out of
dumb
Chicago died the same way, too.
Yeah.
Speaking of-
Fredo.
Fredo.
Oh,
yeah.
Fredo Santana.
Fredo Santana.
Fredo
Yeah.
Santana.
Y'all ever
Boys,
drunk
too.
lean? You?
No, I never had no.
I never had the luxury. I'll try it.
Straight. It's
What's the sensation?
kind of like liquor to me. Like,
Just slow down.
but
pick up,
if it's strong, that shit fuck you. Like you gonna go to sleep. Like if you sitting down, you go.
Isn't it people be mixing it though, right? So they're taking a lean, they popping a
That's
perk,
crazy.
they taking uppers and downers, and
I'm I'm wearing a lean guy shirt that died from
Yeah, it took that 20.
That shit took a lot of niggas.
Maybe I'll try it sooner or later. You know, I want to try every drug at least once.
Remember Nito used to say that.
Just all don't be addicted to that shit. That shit is addictive.
I couldn't try every drug. That's the whole point. Every drug, one drug is worse. You try the wrong one, you hooked.
You got this. I think them people just sweet minded.
Yeah,
think so?
I don't think
Rough.
one time on a drug can get you addicted.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
One time,
That's it depends who
especially
you is
at
though.
our age.
Not for us.
Especially,
I'm saying,
older,
especially
bro.
our age.
it's some people.
As you get
'Cause
older,
you
you shouldn't be able to do it because you have a little bit more discipline.
Yeah,
You
right.
know,
But
especially
if
our
you-
age, because even like most crackers are like our age.
No.
They're
didn't
older.
start
They're
it.
Now
like
when they
older.
start,
Yeah.
they
They didn't
be
start at the
teen-
same.
they
That's a
be-
life, yeah.
That's,
That's,
when you meet them.
yeah.
It's been on that
They've
shit.
been rocking,
Them niggas
yeah.
been teenagers.
Yeah, they've been rocking. So
They fucked up young. That's when you get fucked up when you do that shit young. Even weed could fuck you. I think they said that's what happened to Kooks. Smoking too young. That shit can make you crazy. Or it's just voodoo, but you know.
Speaking of voodoo, today was Haitian Flag Day. What y'all did?
Bro, I just got off. I ain't really see nothing going on.
I rolled
I saw a
down
few things on social media.
on the
but-
west side. They had a whole damn like little flea market with Haitian paraphernalia. I was like, damn, I forgot it was Haitian Flag Day.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
just
Yeah,
see a
it was
nigga
18th,
walking around
yeah.
with a big Haitian flag like a cape. I was like, what? Today is Haitian Flag Day. But I forgot. I was
That shit
like,
ain't like back in the days. Boy.
yeah, back in the days we used to actually celebrate that shit now.
It might just be Palm Beach though. 'Cause I know that
Oh, down south,
and
man.
down south, they still go ham down there.
Guess y'all niggas done moved to the suburbs. Y'all forgot about y'all roots, huh?
you know that is that.
Especially you, Greg. Nigga, you supposed to be Mr. 1804. I was expecting you to have your Haitian flag with the gold emblem on it. You come in here, Bank United hat.
We're all one people on that. United. Gray's like me, though. Gray's just about one day away from putting up the American flag in his lawn. Let the neighbors know he's one of the good ones.
Bruh.
They'll bug you.
Yeah, I haven't celebrated Haitian Flag Day in a minute, bro.
Well, the last 2 years has it been going on in Miami, the festival and all that?
That shit always.
That shit is
in
always
Miami.
going on. There's always something going
They
on.
didn't shut it down because of COVID?
Nope.
We know Haiti. Haiti didn't have COVID. How we
Yeah,
know?
we ain't have COVID. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
but-
COVID in Haiti.
But in
And
Miami, I mean,
Florida was always open. Florida ain't had no lockdown.
It's funny, right? They ain't have COVID in Haiti. The least amount in the world, right? So
Yeah.
why when the president died and they say
We're supposed to be the most affected.
listen, America is sending people there to go. I'm like, to go like help, to go get vaccines. I'm like, why we need vaccines if this is
I
the
tell you, man,
lowest,
like you can see like the bullshit these people trying to pull.
lowest populated shit.
Yeah, because he didn't want to accept the vaccines because the rate was so low. But after he got
Then
assassinated,
we gotta also see
they got a
man.
big shipment of vaccines.
That's
He didn't want to go with the narrative, you know. They want to go with the agenda.
what
that ain't why
what's
he
the-
died, though. That I can't say COVID's the reason he died.
No, I ain't
No, he didn't wanna go
but
with the
they took
narrative.
that
Yeah, because of
opportunity
COVID.
quick.
Yeah, he didn't want to go with the narrative. Yeah, the bullshit
He
agenda.
got murked because he didn't want to go with their agenda.
Yeah,
Whatever that
that's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Not only that, COVID shit, but whatever they plan for Haiti.
All right, what else we got in hip hop? We got off a topic a little bit. Speaking of the
Yeah,
roots,
so we
that
did talk about Lil Kid dying from kidney or liver failure due to lean. Yeah, and what else? Oh yeah, I've been seeing this like a lot of the rappers like with their lookalikes. You got Drake got a lookalike. You have
Porkio.
yeah, like Lil Durk,
Yeah.
Lil Durk got a lookalike. Then you have who else? The NBA YoungBoy had a lookalike.
They got a Kodak lookalikes.
They do?
the crazy thing with these lookalikes is these lookalikes are actually making money.
Yeah, they're
Niggas
they're
getting like
making
5
money.
bands a show.
Yeah,
like,
Drake
nigga-
lookalike making $5 in a show. Yeah,
They get more
Like,
than the rappers.
that's-
now
we
when
also
they
have
first came
DJ
out.
Khaled lookalike.
I'm like, why?
That's a lot of everybody look like these. All the
Who would pay that?
They are like Deja Khaled.
What promoter would pay a lookalike to come?
The crazy shit.
Promoter don't give a damn. They're not loyal. As long as the fans come, you pay
Listen,
one.
they get them people. They got Instagram fans.
Yeah, that's it.
If they're
That
drawing
shit bring
people,
more
hey,
people to the clubs.
you can't deny it. If they're drawing people, hey,
Hiring lookalikes is an upgrade. We were a few years ago where they were hiring full retarded folks to do walkthroughs. Remember when we had
50 Tyson?
50 Tyson? Well, we had a couple.
And people come out to see.
We had a nigga with his eyes that were all
JJ
spaced
Fish.
out. Ice JJ Fish. They had a couple.
the
we went
funniest
through a
one.
little phase where they had full handicap guys doing walkthroughs, bro.
What's
We had the nigga, got him. What's his name?
That's Welvin.
Yeah, Welvin the Great.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You popping on Instagram.
So we had a couple of.
Y'all seen the last video of Welvin the Great?
No, what did he have to
Bro,
clean
he
up?
was, the nigga was just in the streets. Nigga was like spooked of everybody, bro.
He had a couple good years. What you on? That's to be expected.
You went crazy.
That nigga made whoever was fucking
I don't
with
even
him,
know who
that
that
nigga made a
is.
killing. He made a killing around his area.
Sometimes they got ripped
Got
off.
him.
What was his name? The one that had the song that said,
got him.
"Good morning, do you?" The
was on that
birds,
YG video,
they chirping. You know what I'm talking about? The little retarded.
right?
Yeah, he had a popular song. His little short handicap kid used to, and he had to hang out with a big fat dude. They said, dude,
Oh, the
got him for everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about.
So you know, it's one of those things, It's one of those things, yeah. So it's kind of an upgrade. Now they going to have these lookalikes.
But also like what's his name? Lil Dirt looking like well he what's his name? 6ix9ine was trolling him. So somebody had set it up, one of the other YouTuber. What's his name? Steve would do it, yeah. And he got pressed by members of the Zopound.
That was Taffy.
Yeah. And he had to pay old boy like $8 band and give him a few jewelries and everything.
The little Dirt lookalike had to pay.
Nah,
Nah,
the
yeah.
white boy paid him.
Yeah.
The
YouTuber.
Perkio.
So he pressed the dude.
Taffy, I pressed him. The rapper from Miami, the Haitian dude. Taffy, he pressed the white boy. Because the white boy tried him. He had 6ix9ine put
Yeah, he set him up with 6ix9ine.
King Von jacket on.
Had a guy put
Yeah,
a King
made
Von
it seem,
jacket on
yeah,
him
exactly.
without him knowing.
But it was his manager, bro. His manager took that money.
Yeah, his
Set
manager,
him up.
his manager's stupid too. Yeah,
He ain't stupid.
because you
That
should
nigga
know
got
what's going
bread.
on. You should know, like
Nigga, you a
it is a
lookalike. What
beef.
the fuck you got a manager for?
That nigga's a
Them was
Jesco,
getting
bro.
bread, bro, yeah.
Yeah, he's from
He just
Haiti
came
too,
from
right?
Haiti, bro.
Yeah.
Just came from Haiti. He kind of looked like Dirk. He put the blonde shit. They had brought him to the mall. All these dumbass people following them. I'm like, bro, this generation lame, bro. These kids,
It's crazy.
Niggas too, bro. Not only females, niggas.
Well, people don't know though. They try to hide you.
It don't matter. Even
Couple
if
people act
it
like
was real
security.
Dirk, you
Yeah,
lame
it's
for doing all
wild. What are you
that.
gonna do?
Like y'all lame as fuck. These kids, boy. That's the generation. Don't talk about my generation.
Well, you're the younger one, so you're closer to him. So.
I'm close to them, but them just sorry.
You said don't put you and them boys on. That's it.
Them kids.
You got to close the gate behind you.
I never seen what niggas. Y'all doing whole shit.
You know, America though, we're celebrity obsessed though. You know, how it
That's
is.
just crazy.
Too
If I
celebrity
see a
obsessed.
rapper, I'm gonna be like, oh, there go Dirk. Like,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I've never been like so excited to see a
just another
celebrity. Or is
human.
it, nigga, you another person.
Yeah, I remember we used to go to actual clubs and shit like that. Niggas would go crazy. I remember one
Oh
time.
yeah,
we went to
niggas
club,
niggas pushing bitches out the
like,
way.
yeah, Wayne came out. Motherfucker, like, Where's here, baby? Motherfucker started going crazy, and he did the walk when he pulled up in front of the club.
Yeah,
Shit was nuts, though. That's, yeah, when them celebrities did the little
people
walk
do
through.
fan out, I guess, bro. That shit
Yeah.
is
I understand for girls, but y'all niggas. Y'all supposed to-
It's nothing. Just today on Twitter, I see people complaining, talking about how these artists are going to Africa and stuff like that, and they're getting so much love and getting here. Like they feel like people like they feel like they're just doing that to get the love that they don't get back in their country, because you know the baby's there right now in Africa,
Yeah.
and you see they swarming
really?
him. And then you had Kendrick who just
Yeah,
is there
Kendrick
right now.
was chilling and gone.
And I was like, it's a false comparison because they get the same love here in America because we're
Right.
celebrity driven. Over there, it's going to be more so because they're American.
And then-
So that's
Yeah,
all.
they-
But don't act like they're going to go all the way to Africa to get the love. They get the love here.
People be saying that.
That's why I was like, come on, this is the baby. This is like the number one. This is like the number one rap. At one point, had popping singles. I was like, y'all tripping if you thinking that. Yeah.
Charging $400K a show.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all can't be acting. I understand you talking about some random person if what's his name, Nicki Minaj's ex went out there and motherfuckers fanning out on him. Safari. Then I'd say, but don't tell me actual celebrities gonna go have to travel all the way to Africa to get that.
They get that shit here.
Exactly, they get it over here while they travel. They just going over there and people just fanning out.
Like when Ali,
exactly
Africa,
same thing. Yep.
You American and you a star.
Yeah, it's a different level. Imagine someone that's already an international star where they already popping over there. Someone like Drake who's already big in Canada.
They gonna go
and then come over here. That motherfucker's huge over here, Canada, Europe, everywhere you touch down. You know what I'm saying?
Damn near all rappers, like if you were like
especially now that rapping's gotten so popular and you have drill, you have Russian drill music, French drill music, UK drill music. So imagine American drill guys got to be like the top tier when they go over there. They got them saying,
the crazy thing, the UK started that shit first. Like the New York shit.
Yeah.
That's where they get they the sound from.
The UK
drill.
But the UK drill isn't drill. Drill is Chicago.
It's Chicago, but
so the UK copied it first, and then New York got it.
New York kind of copied it.
And now there's Russian.
Yeah, I heard that New York copying that drill stuff too. That's what's crazy.
New York right
got
now.
some Vegas drill artists.
You on him? The nigga K Flock. That's drill.
Yeah, but I was saying like you're supposed to like be like a lead.
New York didn't stop leading.
What is drill music, bro?
It's making fun of like
killing your
it's weird, bro.
It's just
basically
music, bro. Just
the soundtrack to beefing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Beefing and
dancing. They have they're just op stoppers. Yeah, the soundtrack to when they're taking on the ops.
Even the Jacksonville niggas on that right now.
Mm-hmm, Jacksonville. It's the same music Cardi makes. Cardi B. Now she tries to make now she's playing
when she first came out.
Mm-hmm.
She's on that game.
Yeah, because people thought what's his name was from Chicago. That dude Fulio, when he made that track.
Well, what they're doing in Florida is they're remixing classic songs, like classic pop songs, into drill music. So they're doing like a popular song like "Who I Smoke," and then they're just saying gangster shit into it, kind of making it like an oxymoron. Them saying that those shit. I don't even know how the fucking label clears it.
The Fulio version of what you call that? What's that song?
Making My Way Down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Making My Way Down. They take a lot of celebrity songs and they reflip it.
The Making My Way Down.
Was that one Fulio or was that the other one?
Did that right?
Fulio did that one or was it the other one? What's the other buddy I sent you the other day?
The Spot'em Got 'Em. The Spot'em Got 'Em remix.
Spot'em Got.
Yeah,
that's the beatbox.
Yeah, beatbox. Yeah, he did the.
I ain't hear that.
Yeah, well, beatbox. Those are actually just records, but
this is like the music. That's all they talk about.
Yeah, just talking about killing your ops, sliding on your ops, shit like that.
Oh,
that's it. Deaf music. That's all that.
Basically, Rico music.
Rico music. That's exactly what it is. Because they don't make up the stuff. They're actually naming actual dead people, and people actually died in the records.
Good stuff, man.
Oh, okay.
So it's definitely.
Yeah, I thought it was a specific sound to drill music, but I guess
there is a sound. But now they just, as long as you're actually speaking on real stuff and actually calling out people who actually died, and praising your own dead, or praising your own dead, shitting on the other dead, they kind of all falls under drill music.
That's all they talk about.
Yeah, it's deaf music pretty much. Shit is wild.
Speaking of music, I made sure the first song my son listened to, because it was in the NICU, he haven't heard no music. I had to put Jit on Lil Baby.
Early.
So the first song he ever listened to was that Lil Baby.
Yeah.
So
Lil Baby for the Lil Baby.
Which Lil Baby song?
It was the 1 minute, that new one.
Yeah, Lil Baby what's his name got a banger too right now. Lil Baby got the song called Wig. Him and
Yeah, I heard it. Him and NBA.
No, him and
It's one of these young niggas.
Yo Gotti's artist. What's his name?
ESG.
42 Doug.
No, the
ESG.
EST.
other one. Yo Gotti got a mean lineup. Your boy.
Oh,
man,
Moneybag.
Moneybag. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fire. That one's dope. Boy, the baby a worker, man.
Yeah.
Coming out of nowhere, out of Carolina, out the blue, getting in that position and just keep drilling away, making music.
Catching a couple bodies on the way.
Whooping ass every other week. Keep it going.
You see, he said to the last nigga,
Yeah.
shot you below the knee.
Yeah.
I spared you.
I spared you. Yeah. He said nigga get shot every day.
That nigga a fool.
He must be moving correct at something. Saying you get mine. I know if not, they'll. You know for sure.
Below the leg is not an attempt murder.
Well, the guy jumped into his backyard.
And I know that too. I'm not saying, but either way, he would have been in the right. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, I ain't try to kill you. I could have killed you.
Exactly. So you spared him. What else do we have?
Hip hop, we got NBA YoungBoy decides he's not re-signing to Atlantic.
Smart.
Yeah,
move.
for $25 million.
Shutting down
Offering him.
25 mil.
Smart. Because they
Turn
making
that shit
so much
down.
more money on that.
Here's the thing. I understand it's a smart move, but remember, NBA YoungBoy doesn't control his YouTube and all that. The algorithm that he's popping, you know, he's the biggest YouTube artist there is. You know what I'm saying? And
they doing that?
yeah, they control it because he says he don't get. He says as much streams he get, he said he don't get none of that money. Right. And he even had to ask the label, "Can y'all flag these other people that's using?" So they're the one that use the algorithm for him. There's that, you know, they're streaming and all
So
that
you don't
shit.
think he getting that? You don't think he getting them views?
He get
Not much of it.
however he might be getting
don't
it.
get
They
much of a
know
percentage.
he don't control it.
Yeah, they don't get much of a percentage.
That's all them knowing how to set the algorithm, promote it, and all that. Because he don't have to be on the radio or nothing, but he's still the biggest artist online.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he leave with them, trust me, I guarantee they're gonna unplug that.
Yeah. Because when the artists sign to a label, like they don't really get much of the.
But he's not seeing that money, so what's the difference?
Yeah, but he's not seeing that money. But he's the way he. Okay, here's how he leverage it. He's super hot online, right? The reason he's mad, he gave the label about, let's say, 10, 15 albums. The label said, well, you still owe us, let's say, 5 albums. And the label would tell him, don't put out no albums. And he ain't trying to hear it.
No,
Like, man, I'm
he
dropping
been
albums
putting
every
out
week.
albums. They just saying those are not albums. Those are the mixtapes.
Yeah, but they told him, hey, if you could put it out if you want, but this ain't going to count towards your albums. He's not listening. But it's a way that keeps himself hot at the same time. Because half the time he's getting locked up or he's in jail, but in between times, he got those shit and his fans keep loving him.
But the label is still eating off those albums.
Labels
Like
eating, they're giving them a cut in those
They're
albums.
saying those aren't considered
But they
albums.
said those aren't official albums. You know how they're supposed to cut you a check for each time you clear.
Yeah.
When you're there, they're like, hey man, this isn't part of the budget.
Yeah.
We could bust this down together, but I can't.
But listen, you don't think he don't make way more money if he do his own thing?
Oh, of course,
and
yeah.
get off
No, he
the
will. He definitely
slave
will.
shit, man?
He definitely will.
I can't say. Listen, as
he
big as
definitely
he
will.
is,
Because he already locked in the fans right now. He got the fans.
listen, everything is.
If you also go independent,
His cousin alone.
Those fans will still give him love.
all day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, all day.
That's what I'm saying.
NBA
He has a
on
massive
YouTube.
following, but you got to realize how much these kids are programmed. The same way they could plug you in, they could plug you out. You see how 6ix9ine was plugged in through Lucius and Grange. That's how it used to go on Instagram. No matter you go to the Explorer page, 6ix9ine was always on there. They found out the algorithm knew that. There's even algorithms for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Some of these stuff. So it's one of those things. As soon as they unplug you, how much can you? 6ix9ine's influence is nowhere as big as it used to be now. As soon as the label stopped, I'm saying. I'm just saying, as soon as the label stopped kind of blackballing you or stopped messing with you, it has some recourse in that aspect of it.
So was that $25 million deal, was that a 360?
Yeah, I think all the boys is
Most likely,
360,
yeah.
but but $25 million
Most
is still
likely.
yours. He don't. Them
That's
boys,
what it is.
they're signing 360s nowadays regardless.
yeah,
The
like
money's
they
too
give you
good.
that 25 and they take everything.
They take not everything. They take a piece of everything. They bust down everything with you.
Mostly
Not
everything,
that-
yeah.
But you probably getting 25%.
Not even.
Yeah.
Whoa, not
Not
even.
even.
No.
It all depends on the deal.
You
It all
probably get
depends
like
on the
maybe
deal.
15 or 10%.
He
Yeah.
enslaved. He know he in a slave deal, bro.
10 or 15%. And out of that, he's still
He
got
don't
to
need to sign
pay.
that
It's
shit.
not a slave. Listen,
don't
the
know.
deals, artists is now,
disrespectful.
yeah.
Out of
They
that,
are
he
the
still
slaves,
got to
right?
pay the producer.
I
disrespect
out
why
of
they are
his
the slaves.
share. He gotta pay the producer, he gotta pay everybody else.
And he's in a slave deal. What would a slave say?
Yeah, exactly. It seems like these niggas tripping, man.
I'll take that shit right now.
Yeah.
Bruh,
But
so,
listen, it's not a slave deal, but like he could be making so much. I know you talking about the algorithm, but that nigga already,
but
that nigga
you
the
gotta
hottest
understand.
shit.
He is hot.
they're
I
to
can't
give
say he could be
if they
making
give
that
him
much
25, just like
He not,
Master P
bro,
said.
he gonna make that in a couple years. Bro.
Just
If
like
he don't
Master P
sign no
said, though.
deal.
Yeah, he definitely is.
So what's the point of signing?
Okay,
that?
but let me show you why. There's a reason why they have the thing. Artists is that they keep trying to make it seem like there's a reason not to have 360, but there's 360 works for you too because It's one of those things. Hey, you come with us, you bust everything on us. We're gonna put you.
But
get
I'm
all these checks.
saying, all right, if he don't gotta sign it, he can go to another label and still.
Yeah, another label's they're gonna come with their own 360.
They're gonna do another
Nah,
360.
but
Yeah,
bro, he could leverage because
you're gonna hop from one 360 to another.
He's one of the hottest artists.
Yeah, he could leverage his back catalog, but that's what I'm just saying. But as soon as he leaves them, just know that whoever's over there running that YouTube thing, that they're gonna do that.
Fuck you too.
What he's got to do, he's got to pull a Jay-Z move. What he got to do is his contract.
He got to create his own business,
gotta
his
take
own
his
company,
money
his own team,
and hire those people
Yeah.
from the label. That's what Jay-Z did. Jay-Z, before leaving,
and
he went and hired the guys that were responsible for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that's all you got to do if you want to sustain that. The same people that know how to do everything,
You need a
got to
team,
cut
yeah.
them
You
a
need
check
people,
so they can
yeah.
leave.
You need experts
and come work for you. The same or more that they were getting.
NBA ain't no nigga.
But if you ain't doing no shit like that, trust me, there's gonna be a fall off as soon as you. You know what I'm saying? You got Jay-Z, people that have been with Jay-Z over 20 years. These are people that came with him in his label. He's seen them over there. He cut them a check when he left when he moved. They went with him. So he's always plugged in with or without. And now some of those same people are now at Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
he just keeps moving
NBA
along.
don't need none of that because Mayweather's his stepfather.
Mayweather ain't fucking with that nigga. Mayweather ain't doing shit.
Yes. What you mean?
Yeah.
Mayweather ain't doing shit for that dude, bro.
He don't need
He already
bro.
disrespected Mayweather, bro. Mayweather
He don't need him. I'm just saying, bro. He good, bro.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna do nothing.
He's
for him,
gonna
though.
be rich regardless.
That nigga straight, bro. That's all I'm saying.
He's
bro.
gonna be
All
rich
you gotta tell him
regardless.
is to go get
Because
some
you imagine we're here in the NBA without nothing on the radio. So imagine when he actually has a label that support him and he got music
That's
on the
what I'm
radio.
saying. He know
This
you
is
don't need to
just
re-sign
off
that
the
shit.
strength off YouTube.
He's breaking records.
Bro, you
Yeah.
can go
Break
with
records, yeah.
Bro, you can go with a better label.
But just like Master P said, if they're willing to give you 25, imagine how much they're getting.
But how much of your own money are you willing to put up? That's the difference. And don't worry about how much they're getting. They're getting that cut because they want to see 3, 4, 5x on their money. But are you willing to put up that money
More
yourself?
like 10x.
It might be 10x, but are you willing to put up $5-6 million per project to make sure that you stay hot? Because with them, they'll put up $10 million so they can see $50 million. Are you willing to put up $10 million?
He's gotta build himself a
Because if
team,
it don't
that's
work,
all.
you lose $10 million. It's such a big
Have we even heard of a deal this big?
$25 million.
Yeah.
What's his name said he had
Drake
got,
just signed. You didn't
what's
hear
his
the
name
deal
said he
Drake
had
just
got
signed for it?
40 M. Dirk said he had got 40
Oh, that's
M.
nothing. Y'all, Drake's new deal, was it $225 million? Something like that.
Sheesh.
Surprise.
Sheesh.
I think it just said last week he was.
Drake is
He's,
an international.
oh, okay. He's about to renew. They said Drake reportedly signed a huge new deal, Universal record deal that could reach $400 million.
That's like potential, but is that like
That, but you know,
Like,
they-
yeah,
you know,
two,
yeah.
three.
So you know, yeah. So you can see that's probably the biggest late deal you get right there. 400. I can see Drake being the owner and get that 400 million.
Drake, bro.
That's Drake. They're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
Drake.
When you're that big, it's a brand. Off the 400 million, they probably gonna make $1 billion off you.
Drake is
'Cause
worldwide.
when you got a deal like that, even a Drake, that's gonna be like a 360. They're gonna lie to this, but they're gonna everything you touch, they're gonna want to touch.
Well, that's what it is. They're really buying all your
likeness,
stuff.
yeah.
They're buying everything from you. They're buying your streams. They're buying your brand. They're buying your likeness. They're buying all that stuff from you.
And they're gonna go and sell it and pitch it and make money
Yeah.
off it. Same thing. So I can
More
see.
money.
It's basically what it is.
Drake got shoes.
Instead of you having to wait to collect the streams over time,
You get it right
you
now.
get
front.
like one lump sum, so they can collect. So they can then collect all the royalties, all the streams, and
yeah,
they could
'cause
recreate.
they're
you
a business.
in the future.
Yeah, they're so.
Drake the ambassador to Canada.
But, exactly. But we already knew Drake. I already knew
And
Drake.
you already know Baby getting the cut of that too. So
Yeah, the next deal he got up, I think he's out of his cash money deal.
you know.
But you already know Drake's one of those artists that we can already project that he's gonna most likely by the time of his career and he's gonna be a billionaire. I would say Drake. I would say Travis Scott. There's a few artists that's gonna touch that Billy by the time they're done. By the time their career is up, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy that Jay-Z got that first. You know what I'm saying? That's record breaking. You know what I'm saying?
check Jay-Z good 20, 30 years though.
It took them 30. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These new artists gonna do it in a fraction of the time. I would say Drake, Travis Scott. It's a few.
Off of
man.
straight rap money.
Off of Drake's one is a fucking monster. Drake just still doing mainly music, man. Imagine Drake gets right back in his acting bag again. That's a whole fucking different check, and he don't even do that. He does it
Should make a
comedically
movie.
every now and then, but the man is a full. He could go full acting route and get that whole side of the check.
Somebody
So
gonna put Drake in a movie.
I would say if the baby wasn't signed, Lil Baby, if he wasn't signed under them boys, I could see him his work ethic, I can see his work ethic getting him to a bill, but
His work ethic, but I don't know.
But it's his music enough to pull it. But his work at this motherfucker be dropping hits after hits and working and working. He's under label though.
Is Lil Baby global as far as like race?
He's getting there.
Or is it more of the black community that fucks with Lil Baby like that?
In America, he's both sides. He's huge. But are you global? See, sometimes you could be bubbling over here, which is perfect, and then go international. And that's even bigger. So some people, once they do that international leap, they started, you know what I'm saying? The international never forgets about you. You know what I'm saying? There's stars over there. So as long as some people want to rack up over here, get as big as they can over here, then go over, then start bleeding overseas.
But can gangster rap go global?
Yeah, now that yeah.
Now
that hip hop's the biggest tier, everyone's
Snoop
gonna.
Dogg global.
Yeah, hip hop's the biggest.
Global.
Snoop Dogg didn't get global off of gangster rap.
I mean,
Snoop's
is a brand all around.
Snoop's a whole different type of artist.
Tupac did though. Tupac global. You can't say he ain't.
Yeah, that's part of Snoop's allure though. He was part of the Tupac group. He was
Tupac
part of the
by himself global.
Yeah, but Tupac died. Tupac wasn't global when he was alive.
Then you know music.
Yeah, when he died, it kind of wasn't. But Snoop been around all those genres. That's why Snoop's so big, because he's from that era. He's been around so many eras for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop's a reggae artist, gospel artist. Snoop does it all.
Fucking comedian, an actor, Jamaican, just be chilling. Even Snoop, we should have probably, with the right brand management, had he owned his shit early, he should have probably been $1 billion already.
Yeah.
He's always been yeah. But now that he's got it, but I don't know. But Puff, we already know he's right around the corner to Billy.
Puff been around the corner for a long time, bro.
That shit's hard to get though.
That light ain't changing.
Well, it's hard to get, especially when you're not the star. See, stars could jump the line when you can leverage your celebrity. People give you a cut. Puff is not an artist. Puff has been an executive. And he's been getting so much money off of liquor and everything else.
That nigga did movies.
Exactly. So unless he don't really have stuff to leverage, he's getting so much money off of throwing the liquor. That's where most of his money comes from now. He got Revolt, where they said he doesn't even give a damn about Revolt, really.
Yeah, he revolting,
Yeah, he just kind of keeps the light on. He got that, you know what I'm saying? So he just does the bare minimum over there. But Puff's been around almost that billion mark for a minute. Too. He should have got there before Jay-Z, but again, he's not the celebrity, so that's why he's not the artist.
I'm about to say,
he's a celebrity, I'm saying, but he's not the artist. Yeah. So that's how he's gonna end up getting there. It's crazy to even see him, Puff, just this past week. You see him, he was climbing the mountain.
He was hosting the, BMAs?
Yeah, what was it, the Billboard Music Awards?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he brought out Travis Scott and a couple other people. He said he's bringing back the canceled people because he's uncancelable. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy even seeing Diddy get old, bro. I've been watching this dude for the longest, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you down south, I know those motherfuckers that just hated Diddy just off the strength of Death Row. A lot of motherfuckers, man, I don't fuck with that nigga Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, I used to always like Bad Boys. I'm like, this motherfucker been winning my whole life. This is a guy with a streak, though.
It was on the West Coast. It was on Tupac's side.
It was, that was the breakdown. It was so odd. The South kind of went with the West Coast, right? And we just was a rock with it.
I think the South went with the West Coast because New York's arrogance.
Yeah, we try to bail them out. Yeah,
New York was always on some we better than everybody type shit, and the South was like, fuck that.
Yeah,
we riding with this Pac guy. Fuck y'all.
Yep.
Even though Pac was originally from New York.
Mm-hmm. And then so it was one of those things. So a lot of people down here didn't fuck us. But like you said, a good banger, good hit. Diddy would come around every now and then, and he started signing people from the South. Remember when he signed 8Ball MJG? And was that a fire ass single?
Who else is saying he had signed Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood, Young Jack. So he'd come around and started, messing with people in the South. And then over time, New York lost its sound altogether. The biggest artists out of New York now don't even sound like they're from New York. Yeah. French Montana sounds like he's from the South.
Yep.
What's his name? Rihanna's baby daddy. He sounds like ASAP. He sounds like he's straight from Texas.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah, so there's a couple of them.
That's that lean music.
Yeah, you heard this past week he just did his Drink Champs thing, and he says that he feels like Travis Scott. ASAP Rocky said that Travis Scott stole his style.
Nigga.
And I was over here saying, man, this nigga tripping. Y'all just got the same hair. How you stole it? Like, he's from Texas. You stole his style.
The Houston.
But come to find out, some of his fans were putting online, if you remember the Ye interview on Drink Champs, they asked him, what did you think about Travis? He said, Travis is dope. He's a mix of me. Me being Kanye. He's a mix of me. What's his name? What's his artist? He's just a mix of me, ASAP, and what's the nigga that the nigga had the song of the moon, the one he's not cool with.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. So maybe this shit, we only knew Travis Scott when he got on.
For years, we thought Travis Scott was ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, because they have the same hair. And so what are the odds? So if the dude said you've been jocking him, he'd been on. They said, yeah, that the type of music they do, they said it's kind of rave, drug music. You already know what I'm saying. You already know from Travis Scott, he's the big artist now. What kind of music? That nigga shit need knocking. Like you get on some edibles or some drugs, that shit is that's a whole different experience. So you know what I'm saying? Listen to Travis while you're sober is an experience. When you on this shit, Playboy Cardi's on that lane. So they said that's where ASAP been on that long time ago. When he got in the mainstream, people heard of him. But he said, because he was influenced by Texas, that Chopped and Screwed. He's like, that's why he's been doing festivals for the longest. Travis wasn't out back then. Travis was a producer at first. So I was like, damn, that is kind of odd.
Yeah, but it's like
Travis makes better music to me, so I'm gonna fuck around with Travis.
You're like in the guess into
his first album
into that style.
Which one? Like little mixtape.
He got my only issue with ASAP, he disappointed me, man. He got on and he just went the fashion route, dog. And this motherfucker had music, and he let his boy outwork him, dog. Ferg, and Ferg makes some fucking hits now, dog. So he left Ferg back in the days. ASAP used to get busy, bro, and then he got on. He went the fashion route, and he stopped making music. And he stopped really making music. He started a movie, and I'm like, man, and your boy Ferg get on everything. Yeah. So it's one of those things where you can see if, he said, what is it? What's the thing that said, talent, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard? Yep. Yeah, so even Ferg's not the better artist of the two. That motherfucker stay popping. He's still doing work. It kind of even reminds me of like Schoolboy Q over there and Kendrick and them. Even Kendrick's not ever dropping nothing that's lame. It's fire, but Schoolboy Q just stayed on it. Even at the first, you're like, he's all right. And then over time, you're like, this nigga got a couple bangers in between. He keeps singing. And after that, you're like, oh shit, this motherfucker got some hits. So.
He's just different.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the new Kendrick album?
I'm fucking with it.
You ain't put that song with him change his face on?
I don't think that's on. I don't think that made the album. Yeah. The 5 Heartbeats. I think that was just like a little throwaway he gave before it.
Threw that shit on the album. That shit fire.
I would say the album.
The album would be better if you turn it into a playlist. You take away because there's a couple of filler records on there. You could toss them. Should try it out.
I'm not a big fan of the Kendrick.
Kendrick he always been different.
He has a certain rap style that I don't like. That is the
high pitch one because he's one of those artists that has like
different. Yeah,
it's not. I call it cheat codes. You know what I'm saying I was like, there's certain stuff you can do in rap that people think that you're dope. You might turn on the chop and screwed effect. You can rap real fast. You can rap on high pitch. You can rap a little. He uses all of them in different times.
I think it's the high pitch.
So it might be the high pitch. That's why I said. That's why
I like when he slows down and just raps.
I like the one with the bits.
That fucking is fire. I don't lie. That shit's fire. Yeah, that's what I figured. So that's what you're saying. Yeah. So Kendrick's different. Kendrick's the only person that never turn off the cheat codes. So he. You know what I'm saying? People love Busta Rhymes because his cheat code would be the fast rapping, and every now and then he's very animated. Kendrick has his cheat codes on all the time, whether it's rapping fast, even in the song, he's going to slow it down and chop and screw it. Then he's going to be animated. So he's such a fully fleshed out artist. It looks like he's overworking the other artists. It look like you could tell like he's one of these motherfuckers that was like almost like how Tupac was, like a Juilliard, like a very artsy type of kid. So when he gets on these other rappers that are just rapping. He look like he just dominated.
But if he get on anybody's track, he gonna kill you.
Yeah, but
he can rap like
he can rap regular. Hard, exactly.
Like that song with Rich the Kid.
Exactly. I just feel like he's doing that at a much higher level than most people. That's why they think like that. But you don't always need to do that to be a good rapper. Sometimes you can just be real basic and be flayed.
That's what the new generation.
Yeah. I'm cool as long as it comes out good. So I don't mind the young generation. I rock with 21 Savage. Some of these new young generation, I rock with all day. So as long as you're making the music good, some of Kendrick's stuff, now to me, some of the stuff be a little too boring. Some of the beats be funky.
He's like a Nas.
Exactly.
Different type of beats. type shit.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like he's overworking. Sometimes he got some records on there that's fire for sure on the album. But I would say like this album to me is not a perfect album. He's got to me he's got like 3 or 4 perfect albums. This album to me is not a perfect album.
Listen like
Eminem didn't think so. Eminem thought it was fire.
Yeah, because Eminem's just a lyricist.
Yeah, if you listen to the words.
If you listen to the words is never the point. This motherfucker rap his ass off. But the beats be trash and sometimes the hooks be funky. You're like, I can't really get jiggy with this.
But if you listen like his old mixtape, he was always like that. Like,
yeah.
I think for the most part, that was my issue with like a lot of like the MCs from up north. Like their beats were like.
Yeah, that's.
To me, I always had a tier of up north.
The South Voters had better beats.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, South Voters had better.
I like
beats.
that laid back shit.
I didn't. That to me, if a New York artist don't got no bars, I judge them even worse than Southern artists. I'm like, y'all niggas suck. Like some of the old New York artists that people love, like the Raekwons and all that, I can't really get jiggy with them like that. I'm like, they're not lyrical enough for where they're coming from. I hold them to that standard, dog. Like,
you don't like Raekwon?
He's alright, but by New York standards, bro, he ain't fucking with no. You know what I'm saying? New York got Banks, got Jada, come on, man, Fab.
Yeah.
God, you motherfuckers that be spitting in New York, bro. When it comes even the new class, Don Q, you got motherfuckers that be lyricists in New York. When you just half stepping and just saying, you know what I'm saying? Who's the other one that's from? There's Raekwon, there's a couple legends that if motherfuckers even heard you saying, they probably, you know what I'm saying? They probably go against the podcast. Or it's Raekwon.
There's Murder Mook, there's
That's what
40
you say,
Cal.
man.
There's it's a lot of Dipset camp. There's
Dipset's a lyrical. You know what I'm saying?
Dipset's better than Raekwon. I don't really listen to Raekwon, but like
Jewels
every time I hear him on some new shit.
Listen, Jewels was fire. Each time I hear Raekwon on some new shit, I feel like they're paying homage. They'll put Raekwon on the track.
Listen to Raekwon and Freddie Gibbs. Tell me he on Snap.
Does he rap about Freddie Gibbs though? Freddie Gibbs fucking lyricist. See?
He snap on that bitch.
I feel like they just bring. I feel a lot of lyricists bring him on. You'll find Raekwon. Kanye brings him on, or he's on the Kendrick album. Lyricists kind of mess with him because he was like, he was the lyricist of his time, but I don't think he's really hanging.
But
Even
today's lyricist.
Or even some of it is times. That's what I'm saying. He was just saying some dope fly shit because he used to talk about jewelry and dope and high level shit.
Now listen to that song though.
But to me, it wasn't.
Like he snapped on
it wasn't on the level of like a Jay-Z. Motherfucker that was ahead. Were you ahead of your time even back then? You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z was always ahead of his time until you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. Even a Nas was always doing high opulence bars rap, but sometimes he gets too lyrical. Exactly. But I like Nas now. I fuck with Nas now. Now he got Hit Boy and Nsim, perfect beats. Yeah, I fuck with Nas now. But that's how it is. Some New Yorkers are on that. They just want to hear the bars. They don't care if the beat's a little slowed down, a little slow. I like some of that. I guess this is the vibe. Just the same reason some people don't fuck with Kendrick. I mean, don't fuck with J. Cole. There's some people that, as much as J. Cole got a fan base, you got a complete opposite of the spectrum. People that hate J. Cole. They call it, you know what I'm saying? They call it
he
fall asleep rap.
Saving rap and shit. He was against at first.
Yeah, against the mumble rap and all that.
Shit.
But it's dope. People said the comparison. They said the way J. Cole got him 21 Savage, Kendrick went and got him Kodak Black. So it's kind of like they both got like an alter ego that they partner with to do music with.
He only got one song on the wiki.
No, the album. Kodak Black's on there like 4 or 5 times on the album. Kodak Black's got the most feature on the Kendrick album.
Damn.
It was only 2 times I heard.
I didn't even hear Kodak rapping on.
He got
one of the
2
tracks.
songs.
I thought Kodak
He
was
does
just like,
talking to.
He does the skits. He does 2 skits,
right.
and then he got 2 features on there. Yeah,
Really?
Kodak got the most. Yeah, Kodak's throughout the album, bro. I like this. Just fucking epic.
I didn't hear Kodak. I only heard that one song with Kodak on there.
I guess these celebrities are they're doing both spectrums. So you get, if you could fuck with, it's almost like a yin and yang. You got the Kendrick, and the opposite would be Kodak. You got 21, and you got J. Cole, and Drake's one would be Future. You get it? So it's one extreme. You get it? It's kind of like
Street
Bars and mumble.
Bars and mumble. Both sides fuck with. But Kodak went on that bit spitting though.
but the perfect match is the Drake and Future.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
but that's because I'm still going for hits, trying to knock out.
That's a perfect.
I fuck
match.
with that J. Cole and 21.
It's because
them boys get together.
Killed his song, so
I think 21 took the track on him and J. Cole, bro.
On the
Why
J.
Not
Cole song.
Yeah, on the
But I'm talking about like, on his song.
Oh yeah.
J.
So,
Cole killed them.
so it is dope to see that, and I wish. Imagine if we had that earlier. I guess that'd almost be like the Jay-Z and Jeezy. You know, every now and then you know something. But imagine if
Not
we had,
really, because they both just talk about dope.
yeah. But
They
I
both
guess some people look
spitting
at
out
one that's
Jesus.
super lyrical all the way time. It'd be Jay-Z. So if we had more of that, where you had a superstar went and fetched back like a street star every time, and they kept doing, you know, either joint albums or every album they'd be featuring each other, that shit would be dope. You know what I'm saying? You'd have
Best of both worlds.
yeah, best of both worlds every fucking time. That should have been
No point intended with Jay-Z and
Jay-Z.
R. Kelly.
Exactly.
All right, what else we got in hip hop? Is that it?
What else we, well, A$AP Rocky said he recorded a time when he was trying to like what you call that get at Fab, but Fab was like like kind of like curve him away, like because Fab was like one of his idol, you could say. But I guess it was a time that he had met up with Fab, but Fab didn't really like show him much love.
Who?
A$AP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was saying that?
Yeah.
So what happened? Did they end up smoothing things over?
I don't think so. No, he just right now Fab is just doing his thing. He's just chilling, but once in a while he'll drop a project.
Yeah, Fab
Yeah,
is
he never stopped really. So
well, Fab almost got hit with the Me Too, so he had to slow down for a little bit. You know, Fab got into the situation with his girl, I think, when he had, and
but
he
funny thing
hit her or
is,
something
nobody
like that.
ever really like step up to Fab about it. Like,
Oh yeah, he did. He almost got Me Too. Every now and then when he gets popping, he tries to keep a low profile. And
no, like even when he does interview, nobody ever questioned him about it.
oh yeah, of course.
That's selling from the get.
Exactly. They already know some of these OGs. They show them respect. You know what I'm saying? And they know they're very selective about the interviews them boys do. Anyways, they won't go to anywhere that's gonna ask anything too wild. That's gonna keep them honest. They're gonna go where they can already check the temperature. So
But it's like a big difference. Like even when what's that radio station? Power 98.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like Kodak went on there and other
Somebody
young
asked
artists
about
went
his
on there.
court.
you talking about how
Yeah,
97?
they really trying to go.
Yeah,
they
'cause
really
when you-
go in on those.
Yeah,
artists.
when you're a young artist, they don't give them respect for you. When you're a seasoned vet, they kind of let you. They won't even speak on certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, those
Even
Hot
Breakfast Club
97
too,
was
yeah.
trying to get I think they was trying to do a ratings thing.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
trying to gain some attention on Power or whatever Breakfast Club is on.
Yep.
So they was doing those with the new artists, like fucking with the new artists and trying to make them look crazy and shit. But old man
Yeah, even
Ebro.
who is he? Like
Is he
talking
even
about?
is he even relevant anymore?
Yeah, I mean, Hot 97 is never not going to be relevant.
I'm talking about Ebro.
Yeah, he's on the show. It's called Ebro in the Morning. That's the name of the show. He's the head guy of the show.
Who listens to it though?
I mean, if you don't want to tune into the Breakfast Club, you listen to that. It's not who listens to it because every show has its run. I don't listen to the Breakfast Club like that anymore. I'm every now and then for the interview.
That shit
But if you
got
want to
too
tune in every
liberal,
damn day, if you want to pop in every damn day and talk about your mental health and see gay flags in the background, then that's you. But it's not the same show that it was years ago.
It's definitely not, bro.
Charlemagne done got.
Yeah.
They done got PC as fuck.
Charlemagne
Wow.
done got like soft and
Exactly. While Hot 97, when they seen they couldn't compete with Power 105, they leading in more into New York, so they'll talk a lot of local politics, government shit, and talk about real shit. And sometimes that's more refreshing. So even though you say Ebro's a gatekeeper, but he plays to this core. He ain't trying to change on what's PC culture, and so he can't say he's not because they're if you're not fucking with Hot 97, if you're not fucking with Power 105, you can always Hot 97 is always there. So it's kind of one of those things. But all them motherfuckers is too old. They all should have already gave up their seats. Even Breakfast Club is getting too old now. When half the young guests are coming there and the boys saying, "I don't be listening to these young boys," but you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, why are you there for, bro? Y'all did y'all 10 years or so. Bow down and give the next person in line the spot. But I guess Breakfast Club too big to try to give up that position.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what's his name? Well, you see
they're way too
and
big,
a lot
'cause
of them just
fucking-
do their own thing.
If you're running for office, you have to stop at the Breakfast Club.
But does that mean that don't mean they're the biggest in hip hop though? That's the
They're
thing.
just
They're just
pop
big
culture.
in pop culture. Yeah, that's why people like Vlad and DJ Academics are now the biggest thing in hip hop because the mainstream that void was there, so he got to be as consistent. So As much as people hate Vlad, this motherfuckers keep knocking down hip hop stuff. Got artists that keep getting people either forgot about or never got an interview from. Look at as big as Kevin Samuel was. It's all over the culture, and these PC motherfuckers would not interview him. Kevin Samuel couldn't go to Hot 97 for an interview. He couldn't go to Breakfast Club for an interview. They act like he didn't exist.
He couldn't even go to T.I. podcast.
Exactly.
He went and they wouldn't air it because of...
It's too odd. Okay. Oh, because T.I. had his own accent. See, there's all his politics, but where did he go? He sat right there with Vlad.
T.I. said he ain't even trying to do the podcast no more.
Yeah, because he put a bullet in it, he put that target in his back.
He might as well have. Damn.
Nah, man, no fucking try to get T.I. on some fucking sex.
Well, if you gonna lose it anyway, you might as well do what you want to do. You might as well go in.
Nigga, some people say,
how much less can you lose? How much more can you lose?
if you're already rich, you can lose a lot of shit. You can go to jail. Yeah, exactly. If this is something you're doing and it's making a little bit of money, you're already rich, and you're just shooting your mouth off, and motherfuckers keep trying to dig in the crates and bring up charges, you be like, fuck it, I ain't gotta do this shit. T.I. I'm just gonna do this comedy route.
But look at how much Vlad didn't lose anything.
Because that's all Vlad do. And Vlad's face is not from the thing. Vlad's also a white guy.
Well, we know how Vlad look like now.
Oh, he's been new back in the day. If you had to do your crib, but he's also
back
a white
in the
guy.
day, but most people know. I ain't know what he looked like until like recently.
Yeah, if you've been there, but he's also a white guy. Now, if you're a black guy and you talking reparations,
I mean, we knew he was white,
this, that, and the third, you're held to a different standard. Yeah, it's one of those things. So, yeah, Kevin Samuels got his 2 interviews. Look who he got it with. He did it with Adam 22, and he did with DJ and with DJ Vlad. Because what choice did they have? Niggas ain't doing the interviews. They want to either cater to the women. They don't want to lose their base, or they don't want to see. And you know, Breakfast Club, what do they have? A 2-person vote. If the person's voting, no, the person can come
2.
on. So even though Kevin Samuels was cool with Charlamagne, Envy didn't want him there.
Is he?
Yeah, he said he was cool with Charlamagne. He had no issue with Charlamagne. He only had it.
He may not have no issue, but are they cool?
And you already know, Angela didn't want him there. So that's a 2-person no. Yeah, if you want to interview him on your own time,
he would have let Angela know.
Yeah, he would have let her know. You know you're left though. She don't want that pressure. So that's the thing. People they wouldn't allow him on there because they couldn't debate him in an argument.
They couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't.
And it was watching everybody, bro.
Yeah.
It's not even that.
It's that. He haven't lost.
It's not that. They're not putting you on because you keep washing. They also
they're
not putting you on because they don't like the message you're putting out.
The hard facts, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if the message isn't on code, they're saying we ain't gonna get this shit any like. You look at the news all couple months they've been celebrating Ukraine, talking about Russia's lost about 1,000 soldiers. They're losing the war.
I look away from that.
You know what I'm saying? But then you just this past week about a couple hundred soldiers had to put in their flags up and forfeit to Russia because they were locked under like a building or some shit that Russia had bombed, and they had no way of getting out but surrendering. They rephrased it and made it seem like it wasn't surrendering. They said Ukraine's no longer gave up in that territory. Like these niggas, they basically called it. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have a choice. Russia's taking that shit.
Exactly, but media had to frame it. Don't want to make it seem like Russia's winning. For the longest, they've been printing it bullshit, like one side's like Russia's losing morale. Like all this printing y'all doing is not changing the shit on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's like for the longest we said how we've been killing out. We've been winning in Iraq. This and that. The second we pull out, we lost Iraq in a week, right?
Ain't no shit, yeah.
Exactly.
We ain't been winning
for
shit.
For 20 years, they've been telling us we killing them, we dominating them, we giving them freedom, they love us.
Shit,
the second we leave, the motherfuckers got the whole shit.
But right now, like today, there's more transparency, so that's one reason.
But there's a lot. There's more transparency, but there's also lots of propaganda. Mainstream is still very much propaganda. Or we're not gonna go. We're gonna be on cold. That's why there's no one in the mainstream that's against Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're on the left, even if you're on the right, like your boy Tucker Carlson, he'll just say what reason. He'll like, well, Russia has good reasons. They're fighting Nazis. Everyone else act like it was a made up thing. Like there's no Nazis over there. So media,
they're not against Ukraine because it's still white supremacy. Both sides support white supremacy.
Yeah, but no, there's both sides support white supremacy, but one side, it's one of those things like it's one of those things like if you want it always be a bad day. If you're a Republican, you want the shit to always fall when it's a Democrat side. So if Russia goes to war right now, Biden's gonna be able to rally up the whole nation behind him. So Republicans can't have
I
that.
don't know about
I'm just giving you an example. Republicans saying that, so they got to say, "Oh, this is Biden's fault. He was being soft on Russia the whole time." Of course they're gonna do this. Well, how'd you do it? We look like we're weak. Of course they're gonna. You know, they got to reframe it that way. While the other side's just saying, "Oh, why are you siding with the enemy?" Saying both sides. It went from Democrats that used to be against going to war. You remember that's how we used to be. So now we're the ones saying, "Oh, we need to go to war." We were the ones that was against it when it was Bush and Obama and shit. And now we're the ones that's pro-war, and it's the Republicans saying, "Nah, we're not. We sending too much money over there. It's a recession. We ain't got no money." That's how crazy the roles and fucking flip. We used to complain about how the fuck we're in a recession. Y'all got money for war. And Biden almost every other month he's sending some. You know what I'm saying 40 billion, sending checks billion. Over there, and we're like, bro,
it's crazy. Bro.
Yeah, we're like, bro, we ain't got time for all that.
Debt can't get
we
canceled.
actually for one thing, Biden, pay these student loans.
Yep.
They can say, "Nah, we got."
Y'all gonna watch your student loan go over there.
Yeah, they gonna get their student loans covered for it. So yeah, mainstream still very much censored. As much as we think that it's not. I remember I still was in shock. Like I said, every time when I realized that mainstream was done for is when your boy did the Millionaire March. When he did the other one, Farrakhan, and had almost like 100,000 black folks there, and no networks covered it outside of C-SPAN. I was like, how the fuck? I was shocked, bro. I was really surprised. That's when I was really deep into politics. I'm thinking CNN's gonna cover it. Like, man, you got Don Lemon over there, man. Your boy Don ain't gonna let this shit slide up, man. None of the networks covered it. Not Fox, not CNN, not ABC. It didn't matter if they were right or left. They all fell in line. They didn't give it no coverage. I was like, holy shit.
They both support white supremacy.
And that's how you know. I was like, goddamn, a black guy got 100,000 niggas out there, no fighting, no nothing, all in one accord, and that shit got no coverage.
Even Biden, why you think he's supporting Ukraine so much?
That's why nowadays, they need to do one now.
I don't think it, bro. It was a media blackout. Even if they did it, if they
on YouTube, blackout.
He did it. He did it when he started coming around to the Breakfast Club. Because remember, for years, Farrakhan couldn't get no.
I think what
the
was
media.
That? 05, 07?
Yeah, the media couldn't give him no coverage at all. Then they kind of let the left it up, so he started doing Breakfast Club. This day started getting popular. Yeah, he did the Million Man March, and it came and went. I think their theme was Justice or Else or something like that. And it got big, and it got no coverage. And that's what they do, though. They give the green light, hey, we're not going to cover that. And it's as simple as that. And then after a year or so later, they took him off of Twitter for anything they felt like he was saying. So he got deplatformed, and that's how it is. They take the, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. They know they take the juice off your back if you're not on brand with what the nation is gonna say. Don't think they're gonna allow you. Only people they allow to cook that big is white supremacy. They allow white folks to keep doing wild shit and not suppressing it. But anything else that they feel that's gonna fuck the shit up, they snuff that shit out.
You can see it even on immigration. Trump wanted more white immigrants to come over.
Oh yeah, you already know Trump.
And you see how Biden is supporting Ukraine.
Speaking of white supremacists, I guess we could jump straight into this Buffalo shooting at a predominantly black grocery store?
Yeah. What is it called? Tops?
Tops in Buffalo, New York gets shot up by a white supremacist that I guess he felt the days are numbered and black folks are about to start taking over.
Mm-hmm.
And he shoots. Did you guys see the video?
I did.
I saw the video. It was gruesome, man.
I can't say it was gruesome
because you didn't see blood or anything like that.
It was,
but that shit definitely looked like a video game.
That shit was so fast. The one thing I seen about it made me realize, like, you really can't do nothing in a situation like that.
It was gruesome, man.
You know what I'm saying? You always think
you could run.
That's all you can do.
When he first pulled up, like, because he shot that first lady, and just to see her fall over.
She wasn't black.
Oh no, I think
she was black.
I think she was like
Spanish.
She wasn't Spanish.
He dumped on her and she just collapsed. But everyone he hit, you didn't even get to see blood fall. It was just like he just was dumping. They had the black lady. He shot her, reloaded the clip, and shot her again. Like, God, this motherfucker. And then he was about to shoot this white guy. He stopped and said sorry and kept it moving. When he seen this white guy, I was like, God damn.
And that guy happened to be Hispanic. He just looked white.
Yeah, he was like, no, please. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Probably a Cuban.
Yeah, Cuban thinking.
That's just crazy.
You know, people say this shit don't have any. I don't know if it doesn't have any recourse or anything. Does it give you any trauma? I know ever since the dude killed the Batman shooting at the Remember?
Yeah.
At the movie theater, I know each time I go to movies, I go with the strap. That's it. Every time I go to the movie theater, I never not go, especially if I'm watching a
When
debut.
the last Batman came out, there was dumb cops at the movie.
Oh, I always bring the gun with me each time I go in there, just in case. I ain't trying to be no hero, but I know if these motherfuckers go shooting, I'm shooting my way out. I'm going my way outwards. I'm not trying to gun the I ain't trying to stop. I ain't trying to be the hero, but I know I'm making it to that. There might be some friendly fire. Motherfuckers might have to get out the way, but I'm getting out of there. That's the only recourse I can see people saying. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. I'm like, not this good guy, because he only got to stop if he's in my way. He doing this wild shit. I'm trying to get me and my family up out of here. He in my way, then we going through. But this is a defensive message. It's not offense. It's straight defense. Because remember Pulse nightclub we had up here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Them cops came in. Them cops killed civilians too, bro. When it was time to go get the guy, they couldn't. You can't sort them out. They said there was a shooting. They didn't know which was which. They went in there. They shot. And said he killed a lot of people, but some of those things were friendly fire. It was cops that was, they heard where he was at and they couldn't tell, and they shot. Nigga, I gotta make it home, and y'all told me I gotta infiltrate. You basically got a green light. They say you gotta stop this one way or another. Some people gonna have to die.
Anybody standing, you shoot.
Anybody standing, you shoot. Until you get down, you have that cell phone in your hand. Oh, I got bomb. Can't risk it. And so that's sad as it may be. All those deaths weren't on that terrorist. Some of those cops.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
But they blame it all on him.
They just said it was all under him because it's because of him it happened. But some of it was friendly fire. Some of the cops killed other cops. Damn. When there's one in there. Because, you're going, like you said, shit was shooting and you can't see motherfuckers tramping. And shit was wild, bro.
Yeah, they sort that out when they doing ballistics and shit.
Man, you already know how it is. It's like the one thing.
Cover it, yeah, because they control all that shit.
It's not even that they covered it. It's like it's known. The media just stopped speaking on it. Like after the first day, it's like Buddy that lost his eye when they tore his eye out in Orlando. He killed the cop. They brought Buddy in with no eye, bro. And the news act like they didn't even see that shit.
It's all.
Yeah, exactly. You already know they catch. You already know they're gonna do this. If they bring you in alive at all, you already know they're gonna fuck. Yeah, bro. They took Buddy's eye out. They asked Buddy, "How do you plead guilty?" And I'm good. He said, "What the fuck you think I plead out?" And took my eyes out. And he said, "He said the news said, well, there you have it, folks." He said, "Not guilty." They don't even speak. I'm like, "You didn't hear what?" I know I ain't the only person that heard this guy talking about how his eyes missing. And every picture that y'all put on the Wonder picture, the man had two eyes. Now the dude got one whole eye missing. Y'all not speaking on this. Y'all remember the other one? They're jumping up when the white lady pulled the black guy out of the car. And the guy was in the helicopter. They're like, "Oh, he looks really."
That's a bad man.
That's a bad dude. Dude ain't had no weapon or nothing, just because he was big. And then when she shot him, the fucking cop just zoomed to it. The camera just zoomed to it, zoomed out. So you know what I'm saying? If it don't go, so these motherfuckers is on code, though. If it don't say, yeah.
Well, now they trying to put this on mental health, or it was a mental health issue. Blah blah blah. Not guns.
Yeah, as usual.
Shit is nonsense. There was no mental health when that nigga decided to come up with this plan, got his
They
gear.
try to say it's because he was in isolation because of COVID-19.
So then everybody should have been out here popping.
We should be shooting white people. That's the case. Yeah, some other shit.
COVID.
That's they trying to use that as an excuse in court.
So the Chinese dude that shot the Titan Louise people was that California?
Yeah.
Shot the who?
So
There was another shooting in California.
There's another mass shooting in
church.
California.
Shooting?
That was mass shootings all over the place. That was
Yeah, he
There
killed
was like 3 different mass shootings in Milwaukee this past weekend.
Sheesh.
When the California shit.
It happened the same day or the next day as the one in Buffalo.
So Chinese dude felt that the what is it? The
Taiwanese?
I don't know. Yeah,
Taiwan, yeah.
people from Taiwan treated him horribly. So that nigga got into a rage, went to a community where a lot of them be congregating at, and that nigga opened up fire, killed one doctor, killed a few people. I don't know how many people ended up dying, but another mass shooting.
All right.
And of course, I didn't hear nothing about mental health.
Yeah, it don't fit the narrative. When it's a white guy's mental health. It's wild, man. You know what I'm saying? It's you'll see how it goes. It's called what's it called? Replacement theory. When we speak on it all the time, I said the reason why they're pushing for abortion ending is because they want to change, because they see the Americans becoming more brown. But watch how they're gonna say it's a theory. They'll say it's totally unproven theory. How they're saying the politicians and the kingmakers are purposely trying to turn the nation of color. They're gonna start phrasing it like it's a crazy thing that it's. Man, they're already calling it replacement theory. They're gonna push it more and more so like it's a conspiracy. Like it's not even true. These guys are just crazy. They're like, no, motherfuckers realize through data, through statistics that this country is becoming less and less white. It takes 2.5, I think 2.4 or something like that per births per Americans for them to even sustain,
Right. And
for America to even sustain the replacement rate, let alone the white replacement rate.
But yeah, because I think this whole abortion thing, like I believe there was more abortions than births
Exactly.
in the
Yeah.
black
Oh, wow.
community.
Something that limits. So those are the two groups that do the most abortions is black and white. And, and so it's one of those things. But don't think the powers that be or the people that's trying to worry about their outfit ain't going to do something to make sure that these numbers stay in their favor. But now they're going to pretend like it. I give it within the next year to 3 years, they're going to act like replacement theory is just completely like aliens. Like we just made this up, and it don't fit the narrative. Just like you say, how quick we done change from 2 genders to 54 because the narrative decided to change it because the media's going to go along. We're going to go with that saying, only crazy white folks believe in the replacement theory. We're like, it's simple math, dog. Y'all not breeding us much. The Hispanics are outbreeding y'all. Y'all not going to sit there and just take it. Y'all don't really care about abortion like that. So y'all give a damn about, you know what I'm saying? Y'all realize the numbers ain't in y'all favor. But it's definitely going to hinder black folks, though.
Yeah, black folks leading the way. Yeah.
Yeah, they said, black folks, what are we, number 2 or number 3 minority or the number 2 minority or something like that? But they said we're going to drop to like number 4 pretty soon.
Leading the
Yeah,
way.
we were 2, but in a few years we're gonna be 4th.
The number 4th minority. They said,
Crazy.
they're saying if you didn't get shit done, then they didn't do shit for you, the number 2 minority. Well, you're number 4. These motherfuckers are really not going to give a damn about you.
Yeah, especially the way it is now. Like those stats are like ridiculous. Like
Because Hispanics are going to be number 1.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be whites going to be number 2. Right? And then what, Asians 3 and then black will be 4? I don't know how we're going to drop to 4.
I don't know who takes the 3rd spot because
Asians, yeah. I mean, they're the only next
they're
group,
like
yeah.
1%, 2%.
No, they're like
Okay,
they're about the same percentage as black, almost about the same, yeah.
Because what happened is we used to be number 2, and Hispanics the fastest growing, so that's going to automatically drop us to number 3.
Yeah.
Whites, that's probably what it is. The white folks, because they're going to become minority. So white folks probably going to be number 2. Hispanics.
But
I
you
don't know how
can't
it
count the
goes.
majority if you're talking about the minority. So there has to be 4 minorities, and there's the majority you don't count. So it has to be 4.
I don't know how it goes. Or either way, that does sound right. But I'm just saying, maybe they just know where the number 4 population wise.
Population wise, yeah. 4th
So we're
population
going to be
wise.
number 4th instead of being like number 2.
We used to be number 1 back in slave times.
A little more
There was
minority.
more blacks than whites.
Yeah, they started importing them all, dog.
Right,
This shit, right? So,
Importing and also limiting birth rate too.
yeah, it's a long game. We're gonna see how it goes. It's one of those things that
With what you call that, child support and
But yeah, the thing is, America is not
stamp
ever
and
gonna
all
really
that.
do anything about racism, bro. It's never,
no, of course not.
because each time one of these shootings happen, we can't really speak on gun control because NRA got this shit locked down. They're already not really speaking about this stuff in school because it makes white kids feel uncomfortable. So any country that's not really willing to face it, how's it ever really go away? And you're gonna always have a couple of loony white folks that feel like they're being oppressed and they don't get to speak because there's that third, and those that are on the
Nah,
fringe is
if
gonna
wh-
act up.
If this makes some white people go crazy, being in they're still the majority. Imagine when they're the minority.
It's gonna get worse.
They have
Yeah,
to treat them like animals, bro.
it's gonna get worse. It's always gonna be there's poor whites all over the place, but the institution usually take care of them. For a long time, the institution gave them correctional facilities. And they in the middle of nowhere is where they kept building jails at. We give them a lifeline. Y'all ain't got no
or the
skills.
factories, or
We'll give you factories. Or what's the name? They kept the system has been taking care of them, even though they ain't. Even if they had low skill or nothing, they was looking out for them. Now the system been more about business. It's becoming more global. It's been saying fuck you anybody if it's just about business.
Yeah, the system becoming more capitalism.
Exactly. It's about it don't matter your skin color. It's more about what's the lowest we could
More
get.
capitalism,
More
yeah.
capitalist. And now they're being fucked. The more they're being fucked out of it, and then it's not being taken care of, the more you're gonna see some of them wild out. They're expected. It must be good when I can't blame them. You're holding your government accountable. It must be nice when you can count your government to come through for you.
Yeah, like what
And
the
when your
fuck,
government
man?
coming through, you're going like, I'm gonna tear this shit up, man. I ain't gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? We're not used to our government coming through, so it's nothing. So that's like, nigga, I ain't did shit for you anyways. But they were like, look, man, they feel like this is their land, as they've been told. They've been buying the shit the motherfuckers been selling. They're like, listen, I done had this flag on my line for the longest. Y'all motherfuckers, I gonna do right by me one way or the other. You know, black folks only see the way we gonna, but only way we was able to integrate the government is by joining it. You know, he's like, that's why black folks, you know, we're a big number of government employees, be it post office or correctional officers.
It's just turned it into the modern day slavery.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Trying to
saying.
be part of the system, but
It's the only way we're able to get.
Been working for the government.
Yeah, it's the only way we're able to get a piece because they weren't hiring. They didn't give us a system. They gave everyone else a system. You know what I'm saying? Like the cops, the Irish and shit got got the police department, and you know what I'm saying they had divvy up certain jobs to different groups. They didn't give black folks nothing. So we just say, no, we'll just be work for the government, get a government job in certain sectors. You know, we'll join the military. We'll do this. We'll join. You know what I'm saying, I feel like
Trying to get in where we're fitting, yeah.
get in with fitting. And I feel like black women somehow just, I don't know if they lined up, they all just decided, hey, we're going to go the nursing route. I almost feel like that's the sector that they know for sure that, but I don't know if they didn't peep it, but black women just locked all in. They got that nursing thing on lock.
Think so?
Not really.
Yeah, if you had to pick what job a black woman do 9 times out of 10, if you were to guess nurse, I'd say 60% you'd be right. 60-70%.
No.
Profession wise,
that is the most.
that's the most job black woman job. It's there.
What job you think, man?
It's got to be nursing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an easy fit. And it's one of those things like, I don't know how long.
I think only 8% of black women are nurses. 8% of nurses are black, yeah.
I don't know the statistic for that. I can't tell. I'm sure we're less than the population, but
Like when I go to the hospital, nigga, it's a bunch of white nurses.
Yeah.
listen.
Even where I was at too, yeah.
But everywhere you go, it's going to be more white than black. We're the minority. But I'm just telling you, if it's black folks that doing, look, check what jobs most black people doing, black women doing. It's usually nurse.
More, there are the
Down
service
south.
jobs too.
Down south, at least down south for sure. That's for damn
More
sure.
of the service jobs, more the
That's for damn sure.
I think most is retail.
retail,
Black
more of the service jobs.
What do we retail like?
Retail.
Like
Oh,
working
the
at the
services.
mall and shit like that? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's a job I think associated. I think anyone can get those jobs.
A lot of them are mostly women.
I'm talking about profession at least.
I guess.
And even like with doctors and all that, you know how like most of the majority of it's a lot of Indians are becoming more doctors. And you can see pretty soon you're gonna get a lot of white backlash on that when the face of our medical establishment looks foreign when it's nothing but
You don't think Indians been
Indians
going
and all
into
that.
not just like medical, but
They've been going to medical and tech. Those are two ones, yeah. And Trump had lowered the visa thing, had changed the visa thing around to lower that because we're getting too much of them.
Speaking of that, Google CEO,
Yeah.
he's in fact he's I found out he's what you call that one of the Dreamers student.
Oh, he was born in? I thought he
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, so he was one of those kids that came in here. Yeah. So, yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of CEOs now. They're either be Indian or somebody. You know, the Indians don't fuck around with that tech stuff. But don't think America's just gonna sit back and allow these minorities to take all the positions. No, they're not going for it.
well, what are you gonna do when your
Ben
people
told y'all
even-
they was over here taking our jobs. They weren't lying.
They weren't taking y'all jobs. That was on y'all jobs. These are doctors and shit. They take white people jobs. They're taking jobs, executive jobs. They can jump in the line.
But a lot of these people are focusing on the Mexicans and other immigrants that's taking their low wage.
The low wage jobs. Those are the
That's what
jobs you
they're
should be
focusing
ashamed
on.
of. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like, nobody want those damn jobs. They ain't taking nothing. Those ain't your jobs, but it's one of those things. But there's always a scapegoat. But you ain't gonna see doctors complaining that Indians and stuff like are taking their jobs. But that's what go to college graduation and let it be an MD graduation program. See how long that Patel line is in the that P section, the graduation.
It
Them
was
boys
funny,
get
you
nothing
remember,
but
back
doctor's
then, like
degrees.
a a lot of the honor students, since we used to graduate with like 5.0 GPA, and stuff like that. A lot of them were white, but now it's not.
Right
not white
now,
anymore.
if you go to a commencement, the class Victorian, whatever it's called,
Valedictorian, yep.
that word. They're always always a minority.
Yeah.
Yep. That's happening.
Landscape has changed, yeah.
So it's one of those things, man. America's gonna do whatever it can do to keep up, but I don't know how long the race thing is gonna be able to sustain America. Like they said, one of those sayings, they said America's so racist that even if whenever you protest racism, people feel like you're protesting against America.
But it's like with black people, like at the same time, like you're gonna face racism from other minorities.
Yeah, but that's
because now you become a minority of a minority.
Yeah, but that's because that's in this system. In other countries where racism isn't that big or wasn't built on it, it's different. But in America, it's, you know what I'm saying, that's just part
It's
of that.
all on the imagery of black people. They still
Because hold on, the majority at first was the Indians.
Oh, they wiped them out
From the beginning.
Yeah, I don't got to worry about them.
They got wiped out.
well, they never was counted as a majority because they was never counted.
Yep.
Yeah, but they were though. Well, you know who's next down the line? Black people.
There was blacks at one point, and they imported all the West names, all the other whites that came here, and then the whites stopped being a minority, and then I would say Hispanics were probably high until you took took all the West Coast from them when it was Mexico at one point, and they started bleeding over, started coming back over here again.
Just coming back for what?
They just coming back for what's theirs.
Like Russia and Ukraine. We coming back for our old thing. What else we got? What we in?
Politics.
I guess we're a little bit of politics. What was that? What else we have? We did Buffalo. We did
just inflation numbers, the lies. So they keep saying like, you know, inflation's at what, 8%. One of these low numbers. But if you're really counting it, like it's some shit, you know, went from $2 to $4. Nigga, that's 100% jump. That shit double. So they did a subline us about that shit.
So you think
gas was like what, 220, 230?
So you don't believe the inflation numbers?
A year ago. Yeah, that shit like 450, damn near 5.
Bro, gas is crazy, bro.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I went to fill up my pressure washer.
And even the pressure washer, you're like, yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go spend $6 at the pump. I fill it up. I look at the gas thing. That shit said $10.68. I was like, what the fuck? This used to cost me $6 to fill up.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy, man. These gas prices is crazy. I don't know how y'all niggas doing it.
Pressure wash.
I know, right?
The only thing I'm putting gas in is
I feel it, man.
is little machines.
You can't do it for that.
You know, the price still ridiculous for you.
Price still crazy.
Yeah, and everything else, food too, all that shit jumping up 50%.
Y'all the 99-cent store is $125.
Raise the price.
So that's a 25% jump.
25.
That ain't no 8% inflation.
That's the only way they could maintain.
Well, you know, it's always a lie. By the time they tell us the inflation, by the time they even tell us we're in a recession, we're already going to be a year, 2 years in it.
Yeah, why they lying to
It's
us?
a
At the back end of the recession.
breaking news, guys. We're in a recession. And then,
Surprise. Yeah.
surprise, you're like, yeah, you don't see.
Been in a recession.
That's why they're saying all these people that quit their jobs and went to new jobs and all that stuff, they might be in trouble because you know how jobs do it is first in for what was it? Last in, first out. So all these people that switch jobs and want the better paying jobs, now when these numbers come in, the slow up happens, these jobs are gonna lay them off first.
When the layoffs start happening.
We gotta have to go. I know today some people are complaining how Netflix just let go of its whole I think they call them, you know, they're making fun. They call them the Skittle Brigade. Brigade. I guess, you know, they had hired a group of LGBT influencers or hype trying to give them the thing, but they got rid of them as they're trying to crunch down numbers. Like, we just hired y'all. We don't need that anymore.
Well, yeah, there was, I guess, the LGBT population of Netflix employees were like saying it's either us or
Dave Chappelle.
the content, from Dave Chappelle and stuff. And Netflix was like,
y'all might have to leave.
I can go.
Yeah, that's what they told Netflix.
Said,
Said,
I was like, bye.
Netflix said this might not be the place for you.
Yeah.
Before Netflix was riding with them. You know, they were like, look, we understand, but Netflix, they done lost that 30-40% stock drop. They're like, this might not be the place you want to work at, my boy. Because we got to explain this to these.
We're in the business of making money.
Yeah.
And if that shit makes money,
we doing
Your
it.
bullshit, yeah.
This is the best thing on Netflix right now.
So that's how then Netflix got to give them that. That's how these companies are going to move pretty soon. Remember, they were all, when they was making money, companies were pro Black Lives Matter, pro LGBT, pro whatever it is. They're standing Kaepernick. Now that shit done slowed up. Now they're in a recession.
That done got real.
Now that shit got real. Companies are like, I don't know nothing about this cap. I don't know nothing about this kneeling. If it's taking away from my bottom line, you got to go. That's it. We ain't standing or riding for nobody
If it
no
makes
more.
money, I'm going to kneel
If
with
it
him.
is, I'm kneel with them. If it don't, you gotta go. All that grandstanding when these stocks
If
are
it don't,
down,
I'm standing up, Cap.
standing up. Yeah. It'd be crazy. So Nike had it both ways at one point, but now that these stocks and shit will slow down, trust me, companies ain't virtue signaling no more. Though, if it's gonna make you take a loss next quarter, can't do it. You gotta go. So.
I guess we could segue into pop culture with, from there, Netflix. You got Lil Meech, is that Big Meech's son?
Yeah.
Gets arrested for fraud in Miami, facing a possible 60 years.
Why is it so high? Is it because the value of the item he stole? They say he stole like a Richard Mille or something like that. He stole a watch, right?
That's a scamming.
So what happened? He was selling a watch or he stole a watch?
No, scamming, like probably doing fraud and shit.
That's what fraud is, Nate. Scamming the shit you do on that day.
I wish. But I heard it was over a watch, though. That's what I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. The man got a hit show. But I know it's fucking with Star and fucking with 50 Cent. They got him on his first contract. They probably got him
Nigga was
a...
already eating.
They got him
Yeah,
a...
what
He
does he
probably
need
wasn't
to-
eating
yeah.
a lot, though. It's just, you already know the first contract, they're not going to break you off a
Not
lot.
even on the show, saying he was already getting money. Like,
Nah, hell nah.
Jimmy was trying to rap.
Yeah, let's try to rap with
trying.
you. But that, trying to. That
Keyword
means,
trying.
that means money been dried up a long
Yeah.
time ago. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This was a lifeline from 50 actually put him to acting school and all that stuff. 50 put that out of his own pocket. So now that he had that, all he had to do is stay the course, dog. By season 2, he'd been out there, go do another show as well. I gotta stay low, dog. But niggas gotta look clean. This era that we in, I see Michael Blackson, he was just like, you seen him when he was on Club Shay Shay. And he said he finally understand why all these Instagram guys rent out a fake house, fake jets, this, that, and the third. Fake it till you make it. Like, that's the era we're in right now. So people don't respect you unless you got shit.
It's not new, but now it's on steroids.
He said now it's, that's the standard. You're like,
It's on
he's like,
steroids.
if I was going to go and pay this guy $10,000, he pulls in that Bentley, pulls in a nice truck. I'm like, man, I got to get this nigga at least 15. He ain't going to go for it. You're like, that money.
He probably rented off tour.
Yeah, he probably rented it. But that money, like, look at that money. That he got is the whole package. You getting more just for looking like it. If you look like a nobody, these motherfuckers gonna try to pay you nothing. So
Yeah.
Even the whole look gotta go with it. So even people at
That
the
crib that
highest
nigga
levels,
look like he's staying in, he rented off Gigster or Pure Space or
People
one
do
of
that
those
for a
sites.
living, scam people. That's what y'all saying.
it's not even people scam for a living, but there's some people that
That nigga you see like
just to look good, that up life, that social media, that influence life, you can get a check for it.
you see every time he put out the content, the house is perfectly clean.
Yeah.
None of his pictures on the wall.
Yeah,
There's shit in there that look like that ain't shit that he would have bought.
but there's money behind it. So yeah, Michael Blackson was saying that he's like it sucks to be like that. But he said he understands it. That's the time we're in. And he's like, so yeah, I'd be out
you
there in
got other
Hollywood.
motherfuckers
I'm
believing
renting
that
out
shit.
just like everyone else because they're gonna pay you.
You
Same
got
way.
other motherfuckers believing that shit, think they can have it too, think it's just that easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real deception.
One of the reasons these folks ain't trying to work no more.
But that's the thing though, like at some point, like it won't matter how much money you have. Like if you're not producing, shit just gonna be like the money won't matter. Shit just gonna be like over the top.
What it be?
You know what I'm saying? Imagine like if we have no new cars, like we're still driving like cars from like back in the 60s.
So like
and
we'll be like
70s.
Cuba then.
And none of them are being no new cars are being produced.
Yeah, we'll be like Cuba.
So we'll just lose less
money's-
car.
Not less
till
car.
Finally we get down to we're not being produced. You're gonna have less
You don't have to
cars.
produce
It's gonna
it.
be
Someone's,
which one
they're
is-
gonna be maintenance.
It's gonna be local.
They're gonna be maintenance. There's
Whichever
gonna be
car
money.
is cleaner.
You can only maintain it so much before that shit rusts away.
Nah, you can always add more metal
metal's
to
rust.
it.
Nah,
how long can you? How long does a car last for? What do you mean, nah?
You gotta go to Cuba. You gotta
Forever.
You label metal on it.
Nah.
Maya, they bring back the old school
Yeah.
that's from rust, and they put new.
You
body
put more
paint.
metal on it. You pry it down.
See, they're not
Nowadays-
producing. They're
nowadays-
not doing that. That's
nowadays-
what, see, there you
nowadays
go.
It's even easier because
They're not even trying to build houses. In fact,
You just-
even in construction right now, there's a shortage of construction workers.
yeah, but that's just because some
Yeah,
people.
that's just okay. So what do you think gonna happen? Houses prices are gonna keep going higher.
Unemployment
Yeah.
more than the checks. So people
Yeah, but money ain't gonna produce. You got to produce in order
Listen,
for prices to
I don't.
maintain prices.
We're in a capitalist system. Things aren't producing.
And capitalist system requires production.
Yeah, but things
So
can't
when you're not
produce
producing,
because we've been on a 2-year lockdown. But once the lockdown
it doesn't
lifted,
matter what it is.
Yeah, once the lockdown lifted, we back to
Production gotta
producing.
happen.
You know what I'm saying? Production's gonna. Things been slow. Once we're able to we used to let in 1 million immigrants a year. Last year was the lowest we ever let in, which was
500K.
yeah, 500 to 200. I think 250 was the year before. 500, so that's the lowest. But America needs 1 million a year just to sustain, and we missed 2 years in a row. We haven't done that. So
And the reason we need the 1 million import is because of abortion.
exactly that plays. It does abortion. Yeah. So people have to. So
I
that's
have to get
part
rid
of
of
it.
that
We're gonna-
abortion stuff.
It ain't gonna. That's not gonna solve your problem. You're gonna need the people to come in because you need low wage workers regardless. Every country does this.
Yeah, you need
So-
production workers regardless.
So yeah, that's what there's not a shortage of production workers. It's just the border's been shut down.
No, there is a shortage.
No, look, what I'm saying is
Yes.
you can always get them abroad. There's not a shortage abroad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like due to like what you call that
The visa program.
no low immigration low
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's because
you're not getting these guys in. You're not.
yeah, but I'm saying, but as soon
once
as
the border
once the
open
things
up,
up, we
once
gonna crank this bitch right back up again.
People, shit's gonna go
So
back to
when's that gonna happen?
No, they trying to do the COVID thing. China's still on full lockdown. Certain countries
We
are.
ain't even talking about COVID anymore.
We're not, but it still has its impact. As much as people like pretend COVID, then what's that? It still has impact. There's countries like China countries where they don't have as much freedom as us. They're not playing by this COVID shit. They're like,
We're
nah.
not talking about China. We're
those
talking
shit
about
are-
like within our region, within Central America, within Mexico.
yeah, but
South America,
if
yeah.
you can bring in the workers, but if you still can't get the material or anything like that, what good is it gonna do? I'm not bringing people here to chill. You still need the wood, the material, the metal. You know, most of them shits come from China. And if they're shut
Nah,
down,
not really. Not the woods, no.
maybe not wood, but raw material like the metals and all that. China gets most of the steel we're buying or
some of it,
recycling. So a lot of that shit comes from the China production line. So, and they said that what happened is with a lot of these companies own so much. There's a reason we even have like the shortage on baby food. It's like 3-4 companies own the whole fucking chain.
Yeah.
And so when they get hit, it can affect you. Can
That's something that's been happening too. Like you got like companies buying other companies, so like
they did it already. They ain't doing it.
Yeah.
They did so much already. Now when one takes a hit, we can feel automatically. That's why they said that they should have never let them get this big because it don't benefit the
Right.
The-
Less competition.
yeah less competition. So when there's a production issue, we automatically feel it.
So I'm thinking at one point, like I think like these companies right now, I think they want to keep things the way it is right now, like keep their prices up, so they really like just like suck up, all the money they can. Like,
I mean,
Out of the
capitalism in itself is crazy because when we did the shutdown because of COVID, the big guys loved it because they were the only ones that were allowed to stay open. You know what I'm saying? All these small shops shut down and they got to eat all up. And then now that we shut down, the big guys still love it because they're the only ones that can ride it out
yeah,
with the bare minimum. So it's becoming even more tight where it's just only a few getting most of the wealth. Only a few getting most of the wealth. And now that we're in a recession, you know how they said most of that money went to the very top? Imagine how much more is going to go to them. Because now that when there's no money, when everything, the price drop on everything, the rich people just go back around and buy everything up all over again. They're going to be in a more powerful position. You know what I'm saying? There's never a time for they can drop the price though. Price only goes one way with them.
yeah. And, only thing that drops price is production. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The shit is wild. We'll see. America might be done for. America like it was I was watching Ozark on Netflix. They said America's all done. It's pretty much just a swap meet right now. They just don't know it yet. so it might just we might have had the best of days in our era. It might be up to us to send our kids abroad like our parents got over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this,
might be
this
us.
generation, like they ain't trying to do none of that manual labor work, none of that that shit.
No, yeah, they've reached peak America. They've reached peak. It might be time for us to switch from capitalism to socialism. You mean the other countries than us aren't on what we're on. The other countries already switched to pay for their college, pay for. Maybe we've maxed out all the capitalism in this. We ain't got no workers. We just got to say, all right, guys, you're gonna get the decent amount of living. That's it. We'll pay for your schooling. You just be a cog in the system. That's it. But this whole full throttle work until you die shit, we might be off that. That might be our new thing. We ain't on that anymore.
Yeah.
Saying,
Mexico
might be the new America.
Work, period.
Yeah, it's a different thing, but you know that's why the metaverse be right there for them. Whatever's coming, they're gonna be ready for.
Order requests now.
Yeah, whatever is happening, they're gonna be ready for them.
Other in pop culture, you got who put this? The Black Lives Matter founder pays baby daddy. I thought she was a lesbian.
Yeah, she has a baby daddy though, and her brother. I think she's a lesbian now. You know, motherfuckers don't just come out lesbian.
Yeah,
you know,
they just
test the water. They don't switch sides.
Dipping in, you know.
Yeah, they dipping down. They don't switch sides.
Yeah, it's a whatever world, man.
Yeah.
So she pays.
We're in a whatever world.
She pays her baby daddy
Whatever
almost
goes.
$1 million in salary.
Yeah, for a security company. Her baby daddy and her brother. I don't find nothing. I don't know why they keep coming out these numbers. I don't have an issue. What are you supposed to do?
That was from the tax.
Yeah, the tax filing.
Tax filing.
Someone's got to do the security, right? Who am I supposed to give it to?
Who are they securing?
Her brother's company and her baby daddy's company.
What are they securing?
Whatever they secure, shit needs
She
securing.
paid $1 million for the D, bro.
Hey,
he was putting it down.
you know they do. You know, whenever they have thorough organizations and rallies. I'm not sure what's the reason, but
and, you know, she's like, "Yep, that's it."
they bought X amount of stocks. You know, they said even that might not be illegal because some of these companies, these nonprofits, buy stocks and they can use it as an endowment to pay off, pay back into it. So it's one of those things. But people just, like I said, anything Black Lives Matter do, they try to shine a light on it. But that's how these corporations are set up. When Trump had his organization, Trump never put no money into it at all. That was one of the craziest things.
I think that's why charity works. Period.
Yeah, you gotta someone.
So
It's a thing to buy
they're
face.
the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're being looked at right now, but I don't think they're the only one. Especially Red Cross and all those.
They're
other-
being looked at because their mission statement, because they're helping black folks.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the reason they're being looked at.
Same thing happened to Cliff.
They may not even helping black folks. They're perceived because their mission statement is for black folks. Even though people say all that money they're giving to black folks, they never. I'm like, y'all wild for even thinking it was going to get to black folks, but because their mission statement is that it's black folks want to hold them accountable. I'm like, why y'all want to hold them
What about
accountable?
the NAACP?
Exactly. Why y'all want to look at all them? Look at them.
Have the books ever been cracked on them?
Ain't nobody cracking no books. NAACP is helping out a bunch of people. When you specifically worry about black folks, it's an issue.
Yeah.
That's what the NAACP. That's what their mission statement is, the advancement of colored people.
Colored people means it's a lot of folks.
Yeah.
A lot of colors and colored folks. When you trying to help black folks, it's an issue.
Specifically, yeah.
Anything in America, when you trying to do one thing specific, they'll allow you to help women.
Yeah, you get
They'll
looked
be the
at,
what's
you
name?
either get killed, you either get...
They'll even allow you to help black women. Well, you just say black, period. Just the whole totality.
That's that
You
word.
throw some black men in there, they're like, oh, we can't have that. We ain't helping black men. I don't know what y'all on over there, but they said it's we don't see in the world going crazy though. When Kevin Samuel tried to give black men a little bit of self-confidence out here, they're like, hold up, we can't have that. So,
You see Wycliffe had that foundation, yep.
yeah.
Well, the whole time that you had Red Cross,
Red
stealing
Cross, the
damn
Clinton
near
Foundation.
billions.
Yeah, they never cracked the books under the Clinton Foundation, some shit like that. But I don't mind. I'm like, man, go ahead on Black Lives Matter. Take as much as you can. Man. These corporations want to cut a check. They could cut a check on any other small company out there as well. But these people want to save face and cut a check and give it to Black Lives Matter. Let these lesbian ladies take them for everything they got. They playing the long game.
All right, we might as well jump into sports. So what we got in sports? I did see the news of your boy Rondo was he accused or was he arrested about pulling a gun on his baby mama?
I didn't look further into that story, but that's really what I heard.
Yeah, that's what these niggas need. Basketball shit like this happens. They ain't playing ball. Shit could go away real quick.
So speaking of pulling gun, even what's that kid named John Morant?
That was on Twitter. I don't think
Yeah.
they're making a big deal about him selling somebody. I'll put that pistol on you, or what's his name. But I guess because he's in the public eye, they're making a big deal about it. But it's all on Twitter. So I don't think tweets should be what's his name taking that seriously. We know he ain't gonna do it.
Speaking of sports, this past week your boy been going in on Chris Paul.
Who that? Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, motherfucker done made himself a whole star. People say they can't wait till he retired. He said his show. This is him and Draymond when them boys end up becoming when they get full correspondence. This shit's gonna be lit.
Why is Patrick talking like what? Like
You know
That nigga had it on his chest. That nigga been shitting on Chris Paul all week.
I think he's just,
he's not no. They're trying to say like he a good defense. I don't even see it because he mostly fouls people. Like he don't really. I don't see him playing defense like that. He mainly fouls people. Like
I think they broke it
But he
down why
does.
he's one of the best statistically.
he ain't the
something
best
like that.
at nothing.
Because wasn't it? They said it was him and
He's not a
someone
great
else. and
blocker.
He said he's only
he
6.
doesn't get much steals. He doesn't.
He was either top 2 or something. He broke it down whatever reason. Because he's shorter, he said that means I'm the best because I'm only 6 foot. And I'm the next guy next to me is almost 7 or something like that. And if I'm right there with him, well, doesn't that mean I'm better?
I guess. But
And then he getting blocks or steals. He ain't getting no blocks or
He's
steals.
just an annoying hard worker on defense. That's it.
He's annoying as fuck and he fouls people. That's it.
So he's saying Chris Paul don't play no defense, just shitting on Chris Paul the whole time.
Yeah, but you can't measure up to that man's success though. Like
And niggas just be hating.
Listen,
he
whenever
even trying to hit on Morant, like talking about he had to score what was it 47 point. Like bro, like you at home, like that's what you gotta
man.
say.
I respect it. Anytime a new person try to take the reins, set himself up, let people know, try to change the narrative. Even though he didn't make the playoffs or anything.
He made the playoffs. He just got knocked out.
Got
first
knocked
round.
out. He settled out. So we'll see. But you know, he said it. He's going live this week. People loving it.
Did he even make the playoff?
They're in the playoffs. They lost to Memphis, I believe.
Yeah, Memphis
What
knocked
team
him out.
he play
Yeah.
with? He played with the Grizzlies, right? What team he on?
Who?
That was John Moran.
Patrick?
Not the Grizzlies, but the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they got knocked out by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, first round. You out there, man.
So you think it's over for Chris Paul?
Chris Paul needs to retire, bro. I say that, bro.
I think so. He's still got plenty of balling in him. He just got to go to a different team.
Bro, Chris Paul's a great point guard, but shit just ain't been working out for him. They gotta call it quits, bro. Niggas old and tired, bro. Nigga tired by now. Nigga tired as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't you don't even allow him to tell you he's tired. You just decided for him. You tired, bro. Let me go ahead and take it. Put you out your misery.
To be a coach. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's still got gas in the tank though. He ain't got to retire just yet. If I'm getting paid to play basketball, you're gonna have to drag me off that court though. Ain't no retiring and great.
How much is he getting though? Like for
Chris Paul?
I don't know how much money
the
he's
veterans,
making,
the veterans.
Nah, he's not trying him with
but
veterans
he's not
minimum.
getting veteran minimum.
He's getting paid good money, bro.
Yeah, so why should he try? Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not retiring.
it's like
till
LeBron's
yeah.
getting good money still. So
Well, LeBron's still
What would he-
producing out here though.
Chris Paul's producing too. It's just at the end of the season, he'll be tired.
He makes $38.5 million.
oh yeah, fuck that. Yeah,
Well, why the fuck I don't retire for?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
chill. Y'all gonna have to kick me out of this bitch, though. So, what is it? Isn't he? He's he still was the thing, the Players Association, right? He's the
The
president.
president, I'm not sure if he is.
yeah, he is. Yeah, still is. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Paul should be good, man.
What else we got in sports?
Well, we are at the conference semifinal.
No, we at the conference finals now.
Conference
So you
final,
got
yeah.
the Heat versus Celtics. Who y'all got for that series?
He versus Celtics.
Yeah.
I got the Heat. Yeah, because first game, like I ain't watched the game, but I saw like a lot of the previews and like see how them boys play. Like the Heat didn't even play their best game, and they still won. So imagine when they.
I watched the first half. I thought the Heat was out for the count. Boston was balling the first half, but the second half came around. You know, Jimmy Butler went off.
Yeah, if they stay healthy, I think they'll get it.
Who you got, Nate, for that series?
I don't have either. I didn't watch either. I didn't zoom into any to notice. I would prefer the Heats to go as far as possible, but I've long stopped believing in the Miami Heats. Though. I'm saying outside of the D Wade and LeBron era, I'm saying, which I almost feel like those are one-offs. I don't know.
They've been decent.
I don't know if we can really count on them to toe the. I'm saying
hold the great state of Florida up.
To hold us up, though.
No, Heat been different. Dolphins been fucking up.
Dolphins definitely been fucking. That's my whole life, but that's a given. But I don't want to have too much hope in the Heat.
Yeah, Heat management, like they pick they know how to pick players. Like
I wouldn't be mad. I would like to see the Heat
Dolphins.
win.
I don't know what the fuck Dolphins doing.
If not, I wouldn't be mad if Golden State took it all.
Yeah, I think he gonna make it to the finals and Golden State gonna win.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if you know what I'm saying, if Curry sneaks him another fucking championship. That would be his fourth.
Well, yeah, that'd be
fucking deserved. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, but we'll see how it goes,
Yeah, Curry definitely gonna look at LeBron eye to eye.
It's not out of. I see Curry. The thing that's dope about Steph Curry is that no one calls him the best basketball player. People know he's not the best. He's the best shooter. That's a given. But no one's ever saying he's better than Jordan or better than LeBron. No one ever says that. But he's changed the game the most in these last few years. Got everyone shooting. He's all the best shooter. He's likable. And if this motherfucker getting chips along the way, what can you tell him? He's only just minding his business, getting trophies. It's like, how can you hate on him? You know what I'm saying? He's almost unstoppable, shooting the lights out. So if he get him another chip, getting them 4 rings, that's a good fucking, you know what I'm saying? Definitely one hell of a career this dude's going to. I'm wondering how long was he? No one's even talking about retirement for Curry. The way he plays, man, this man good. He's good for another 5-6 years.
You ain't got to jump up and down.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's going further from saying he's golden, man.
Pulling way out from
logo and shit.
Line. Yeah,
so
damn near half court. Yeah,
the time's up. When niggas like
probably could do that shit till he's 70.
Well, let's see how it goes. What you got?
What?
Well, that's it. Who you said? You think that you think it's gonna be the same thing, or it'd be Heat?
Yeah, I think it's Heat. Heat in the finals is gonna be Heat and the Warriors. So I got the Heat winning this next series.
I guess Warriors won tonight against the Mavericks.
I was watching the game. I didn't see who won the game, but Warriors looked like
they had a good lead, and from the way Mavericks was moving, they look like they're gonna overtake the game.
Yeah. Y'all seen this Mark Cuban and Lil Wayne kind of throwing shots at each other?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Wayne talking about it's a clown show or a shit show, whatever. Well, Mark Cuban said, "Well, you sitting up front." It definitely is. So Wayne fired back, saying,
"Yeah, Mark Cuban used one of Lil Wayne's lines on him. That's what he said when he said." What's the name? Your hoe. He used one of Wayne's line about saying on the front, and that's what he said. Mark Cuban and Wayne. I don't know if he took it personally. Talking about Cuban, watch your mouth. He did something crazy.
Yeah, he did take it kind of personally.
Yeah, something crazy.
Watch your mouth. Yeah, he'll have him kidnapped. I guess something like that. Yeah.
Some crazy shit. Mark Cuban. Wayne's always a wild boy because Wayne was right there, fucking after Dick riding the Heats when them boys lost to the Mavericks. He went to go partying with them boys right there. You remember?
Yeah,
King of Diamonds. So let's. So really, Wayne's gonna rock with whoever wins, anyways. Let's see how this goes out.
What else I got before we get up out of here? Yeah, we hit everything.
Hip hop, sports. Y'all seen this whole thing with Cardi B when she was going off on that DJ? Basically, she goes into a nightclub, her and her husband, and the DJ just keeps saying, "No, Nicki Minaj in town. Let these hoes know." And it's a Cardi B got the mic and sound off. She's like, this motherfucker trying to gain points and show off, nigga. She's like, we gangsters too. But come to find out, and she thought she was like kind of being set up. Like, they thought that was just, but the guy had to apologize the next day. Like, someone in my ear told me that Nicki was here, and that's all I was shouting out. I can't see the DJ booth is kind of blocked, so I'm shouting out what's name, but I'm saying. He was like, so it was never intent for that to happen. It might sound like that. But that's what we do. We just shout out, what's the name here? Tell these hoes. Yeah. I didn't know. Maybe the person saw Cardi.
My dog got set up.
Yeah, they set his ass up. They saw Cardi, but they told him Nicki. And his name Nicki kept ringing off in his head. He kept saying Nicki. Don't tell me he's I do this for a living. It's never no what's name. It was never one of those things. Mm-hmm. So that's what's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're good at
Nigga
tweet.
really stole a while. He looking bad.
Yeah, they're good. They're good at tweet.
Oh yeah, that's why I told you it's the watch thing.
He stole a watch.
That's what it says. Stole a
Or-
Why you stealing, bro? Like you.
It's
Come on,
250,000 now. Come on,
we
shit,
got
get,
but, like-
shit get stolen for 250,000. Shit can get stolen.
But
That's
for
just
you-
grand theft.
That's just
On
good.
another level.
You in a show.
It is, but that's a quarter billion.
I mean,
But
like,
I'm just saying.
how
he
much
should've-
is he really getting paid for that from that shit? Like, really, how much is 50 giving him?
I don't know.
don't
This is
matter.
why we thinking. I be thinking he's on a hit show. You think he'd get $1
You
million?
see, that's the thing
But
about this,
I know
that's what I'm
because-
saying. Like, that's the thing about this generation. Even when they're in a good position, like I guess they really have no patience to actually work them way up.
So where did he?
I
steal
can't
it
say he's
from,
on
though?
a good show though, because these shows
He's
be
in a good
trying you.
position. Yeah,
Look at the dude off Bridgerton. He's in his first season.
yeah, but that opens the door for you to do other things. That opens the door for
Yeah,
you.
niggas
This shit
need
had
to
big
slow
millions.
down.
I think the dude was. They were trying to only pay him. I think he might have made 500,000, 600,000 last season, and they're trying to go up with like $1 million or something light, or 800,000. And that's why he didn't even come back. The black dude from first season. This is a show that
Who we
millions of
talking
people watch. The show Bridgerton. You'd think this dude. You'd be thinking this dude clearing about $5 million a year. He's the star of that show. They didn't even bring him back second season because they're trying to penny pinch. So these shows be trying you as big as they are, millions of subscribers, and they still want to pay you as little as possible. But then you have this it's one of those things like Pusha T. Pusha T come out and do a jingle for fucking McDonald's and get him $50,000.
That was
they're gonna give Justin Timberlake $6 million.
No, that was a negotiation deal. That because he didn't negotiate it.
Listen, you already know
That has nothing to do
they
with
be
me.
blessing these white folks. You already know that these black
No,
folks.
that's because Justin negotiated better.
It's not negotiation. It's sometimes
It's negotiation. In life, you get what you negotiate.
nah, man.
A lot of times, you get
Sometimes these
what
motherfuckers be looking out, dog, giving you. It's no coincidence that Drake has the
But
best.
even Pusha T is not as big as Justin Timberlake either. So
yeah, that's a given.
Let's
That's a given. But the one singing the
He's
jingle
not on
versus
JT
the one that
JT
wrote
level.
it.
Well, that's always been a thing. Songwriters never get paid as much as the artists.
Yeah, but that's a fraction. You know what I'm saying?
He was the writer too. Yeah, that too. He was the writer.
Cool.
So he wasn't a performer.
That's what I'm saying. But you giving one $6 million, I'm giving one other one 100,000, 200,000.
But it's
Come on.
different position, writer versus performer,
it's
and a
nuts.
much bigger performer too than the writer.
It's just nuts. You know, they be coming out some crazy numbers, crazy checks. Kind of like the Bad Baby
I
thing.
don't like to tell you, I think it was fair.
Hell nah.
Seems fair to me.
Yeah,
It's
I think
kind
it
of
was
like how you said.
fair.
It's kind of like you said with Bad Baby, which is that she
I mean,
made
like
the-
he can negotiate
$20
more.
million.
Like that's up to him. But like,
50.
yeah, I think it was
50
fair.
million. 50 million out the fucking.
What?
You already know white folks get a different type of bag, bro. That's just how it is. Like,
That's the market for them.
yeah, the market's
They got
different.
a bigger market.
I don't know what to
They
call it.
do.
Don't be surprised if
Most of the audience are willing to pay subscription. Most of your audience are not willing to pay subscriptions.
Okay, don't be surprised. Okay, you watch Power, right? The nigga I played in Power. Don't be surprised if Buddy was making like what,
10,000.
a million a year, $2 million a year. Jay St. Patrick, the main guy. And this is a huge show. This is being light. I'm talking about he might make $2 million. This is kind of reaching, you know what I'm saying? When you have other people making $1 million an episode, and this dude is carrying the show. Don't be surprised if Tommy on his spinoff, you know, he got his show, he might be making that same money now, but don't be surprised he was in Ozark. Don't be surprised he ended up pulling a $4 million check on Ozark as a sub character, as opposed to what he's getting as the main character. You know what I'm saying? These white folks get a different kind of bag sometimes. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, and that's one thing I was mentioning too. Like with like even white rapping artists versus black rappers. That the white rappers, like even though they're in the rap genre, they still get plays from everywhere
Rhythmic and all
else.
those
They get
other-
plays
yeah.
from pops. They get plays from
At least with them, they draw a bigger audience.
even country.
At least with that, they draw a bigger audience because they get some black folks and they get all the white folks as well. That is at least a niche. You know what I'm saying? With the white rappers, at least with them, they get a bigger audience. It's not like the white female rappers. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of dead. The white rappers, they usually have to be getting their bag. They usually actually have to rap. They're not getting off the strength of, you know what I'm saying?
Of mumbling.
Yeah, they don't. There's not really no mumbling white rappers. You can't be sorry in white.
Yeah, but they
rap.
could have done that and still get the.
Nah,
They could have, yeah.
Listen,
they
niggas
could've.
is holding rappers. When it comes to
could've.
rapping, we holding white guys accountable.
they
That's
could've.
the one place niggas hold motherfuckers accountable.
Especially when I saw like what was it? It was a battle, and I saw this dude kept saying Hadouken, and niggas was like hyping them up. Like I'm like, man, get the.
You
fuck
probably
out
didn't get the line that go. He probably said some dope ass Street Fighter line.
Rap
before that.
battles,
Some
nigga.
dope ass
I remember that
Hadouken.
Hadouken, nigga. That shit was fire.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you just gotta know.
He,
Yeah.
he said that shit the whole time. That's what he was saying. Hadouken, and niggas like, whoa.
He probably made sense. He probably had some fire ass Street Fighter parts
You
to
see,
go with it.
there you go. You want a nigga that's hyping them up right
I'm
now.
just saying, no. When it comes to rapping, when it comes to rapping, we hold white folks accountable because that's the one place we ain't letting them slide on. When it comes to R&B and all this stuff, you know, if they can dance like us, we're like, oh, get that nigga a jump on. That nigga dance. He got any nigga there. We give him. But when it comes to rapping, at the bare minimum, motherfucker, you gotta know how to rap.
You got to rap.
You gotta rap. None of that goofy. So that's the one thing I give a props for. We hold them accountable there.
He got some goofy, like Lil Peep type shit.
But
he got his own, you know.
he got his own little cult. It ain't black folks. You know, so he got his own little cult following. So if you got your own audience, who am I to hate? And you go fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how these guys even get on, like the Lil Peep and all that. I don't know.
What's that one? The app, that one app, they be bitches drop music on.
Which one? Oh, SoundCloud.
Yeah,
SoundCloud, yeah.
That's what he is, SoundCloud.
These motherfuckers just be blowing up. I don't know what. You
Even
never
Lil Pump.
Pump. You never hear him
There you
nowhere.
go.
You
Another
never
one,
see him
yeah.
nowhere. He's
So-
black though.
Lil Pump.
Lil Chico, is he black or what's that? Yeah, something like that. And they get on by saying disrespectful stuff like saying Tupac is trash and Jay-Z's garbage. These niggas are very disrespectful. This garbage is a garbage rappers stay blatantly disrespectful of them. But
Try to do that in the other genre. See if you don't get canceled.
yeah, but they get at least they get their own little fan base. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah, because you don't hear their stuff on the radio or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's all internet stuff.
it's all internet, and then motherfuckers they do their own little cult show followings and festivals. You never see these boys and they're already rich. So that's the different bag they getting. Like that shit is nuts.
Yeah, they go to tweet. Lil Wayne said, "Luca Ho,"
Yep.
and Mark Cuban said, "It's a shit show. Put you front row." Then he doubled back and said, "Well, not double back." Lil Wayne responded, "Mark Cuban, don't make me get you smacked, boy. You playing with me, I will piss in your mouth." Yeah, Wayne got his feeling on that one.
Niggas talking crazy to billionaires, bro.
You could say, "Don't come in my arena." Like, fuck you.
What else we got? Got anything else or?
Y'all got any recommendations for this week? I got a recommendation. I went to the theaters this past week to catch that Doctor Strange. It wasn't as bad as they making it seem.
I tell you it wasn't bad. It wasn't as good, but it was decent.
I didn't fall asleep on it.
Yeah, it wasn't garbage, but it wasn't to me. It wasn't as bad. It just wasn't as good as it looked like it was going to be. That's the issue.
Yeah,
The trailer made it look like it was going to be fire. But
it was pretty good though. I liked it.
yeah, but
I
did you
could
like
watch
it better than the Spider-Man?
Compared to the Spider-Man.
It wasn't as. It's almost. I think it was the same issue. It's multiversal. It wasn't as good as the Spider-Man.
I don't think. It's not better than Spider-Man, but
I don't even think it was better than the first Doctor Strange. It was decent. It was a good movie.
it held its own.
It held its own, but it wasn't as good as I thought it could be. That's money. You know, it's hard to make a good number two, though.
They slipped in some LGBTQ in there
Well, of course, you know they're gonna throw that in there.
when they made it. They made
Homegirl have two moms.
Have two moms. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna slip that in there. Listen, all that grandstanding and stuff after this recession, I can see all that shit going away pretty soon, man. We done cash out what we can cash out. We done milk this shit as much as we could, people. Time to get back to regular programming. Even the black programming. You know when black shit was cooking, when we had with Lucius Leon and all that shit, Empire, when all that shit was peak TV, they're giving black folk shows left and right. Once these ratings start to die, they say, all right, time to get back to regular programming, people.
Gonna be back to mom and dad as parents.
Yeah. Back to the regular.
What about y'all? Y'all got any recommendations for this week?
My recommendation is going to be Ozark on Netflix. I've just finished the series finale. Phenomenal. I thought it was going to, it's hard to see a show go all the way to the end and be good. I'm like, the stakes ain't high enough. They ended up fucking, it's dope.
This is the last season?
Yeah, last season. They ended it when they wanted to, so they went 4 seasons deep. Fucking ended well, too. I was like, this This is worth it. Ozark, I'll definitely recommend Ozark. It's a great ass show. Jason Bateman, don't miss.
What about you, Greg? You got any recommendations?
Yeah, I did also watch started watching Ozark, but
You watch it?
yeah.
Yeah, Ozark at some point. You got any recommendations?
Nah. Nope.
Yeah, what you been watching, listening to in
I've
the
been
streets?
watching shit since I'm at
How about listening to?
But
Hey man, you're welcome to turn on the TV. I mean, I'm not keeping you from watching it.
Greg run a tight ship.
I'm gonna say you better call Sal. That's a continuation of Breaking Bad. That show.
I haven't watched that yet.
New
I've been
episode.
letting it pile up. I'm gonna
That
watch
shit
it.
is fire.
Someone told me it's better than Breaking Bad.
I don't know about better than Breaking Bad, but it's pretty good. It's like a side story that they wasn't showing, so
Yeah.
it still connects to it.
But it's hard to do a prequel and make it as good as the
It's
original.
not a prequel. It's like a
at the same
same
time.
time.
Well, now it's catching up to time, but when it first started, it was the very
Yeah,
beginning was
kinda,
prequel.
yeah.
Yeah. But I already know the writers in that show's got to be phenomenal because Breaking Bad is phenomenal.
you watch
So
the
you
Eldorado,
You
the
better call
continue-
Sal.
Better Call Saul. Yeah,
Better call Saul.
that's the lawyer for.
You watched the Breaking Bad movie?
Yeah, that was
Continuation?
okay,
Eldorado,
but yeah, it's not fucking with no Breaking Bad though.
Not even fucking with the show.
Yeah.
Just
Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Nah, bro, I never got into Breaking Bad. That's the one about the meth, right?
Go watch that. Listen, it's a slow burn, but that
At first, it start
motherfucker
off
is
slow,
fire. Listen,
How many seasons is it?
five?
Like 10. What?
No,
That
that's
shit-
not 10. It's 5 seasons, bro. It's five.
only?
Yeah, 5 seasons. But trust me, start that shit
That
off,
shit long.
and you gonna be binging that bitch out, bro. That shit is fire.
Maybe I'll watch it.
So you talking about one of the best shows out?
You just don't feel like you living in Arizona. I swear. I thought like I've been to Arizona before. Like just watching that show, you feel
Just
like you
yeah,
been
when
there
I,
a bit.
yeah. When I went to Vegas, that's what I kind of felt like.
Yeah.
That show, yeah.
I've been out here before.
Go ahead and sign us out then.
Alrighty, folks. Y'all already know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram, That's Absurd Pod on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and you can always drop an email at That's Absurd Podcast at gmail.com. And the voice line is always open, even though y'all motherfuckers ain't calling the voice line, but it's always open for your convenience. And you can call that at 407-900-6076. That number is 407-900-6076. We'll catch you guys next week.